and welcome to Natural Havoc. We are a group of friends and some streamers or content creators alike. We play Dungeons & Dragons, and we play the 5th edition system here on Twitch. We also have homebrew rules, some of which are like drinking a potion as a bonus action, but giving it to another as an action, just like Eagle demonstrated. We also are veterans to the service to the game, yeah, we will still make mistakes, even though we are. But you know, that's what happens occasionally when someone makes a third attack instead of two. Ha! Anyway, right, okay, we're gonna go around the room and introduce who we are playing today. So, from that very weird introduction, Tim, would you like to start?
No. But yes. Guys, I am Tim. I'll be playing Arcturus, the big blue Vidalcan Warlock, who is in a strange place at this point. He has no idea where he's going to. But hey, experience is also fun. So let's see what our precious DM has in store for us this week.
Thanks. Eagle, take it away.
Hello, I'm Eagle. I am back, and I'm here to hopefully, carry my party to victory, as I always do. And I play Andros, the Scythian rogue. Also, make sure you go follow the socials from the Twitter, where there should be tweets over there. You can join the Discord. You talk to us every day. You can also send a message saying how cool Smitty Jane's setup looks. You can also watch the YouTube, where we post all our previous sessions and the one-shots. You can watch all of those. And the Instagram, where Smitty posts stuff on there every week. Yeah.
From that, Smitty, why don't you tell everyone about all those posts you post every week?
Yeah. Those posts that I post every week, if you just read it every week over and over again, yeah. I play Maeve, a half-elf true barbarian who definitely doesn't know how to do social media. But yeah, I'm excited. Eagle's right, different setup. Well, actually, same setup, different location, and it looks nice. It's on my Discord. But I should put it on the Natural Havoc Discord so you can see it there too. Anyway, I'm excited. Some stuff's gonna go down, and yeah, we're already late, so I'm not gonna make it too long.
Awesome! And to the other side of the screen, we have Zen! Take it away.
Is this... No. Is this working? Okay, that's... Okay.
Testing!
On mic, and it's disconnecting. Anyway, don't touch it, it will be fine. I'm Erhard. No, I'm Agent Zeb. I play Erhard, the wild magic sorcerer, god damn it. And this is great. Going great. I'm gonna find out more stuff today. Totally not confused. Back to you.
And above Erhard, who plays Agent Zeb, we have above him, we have Shion, who plays Lan. Shion, take it away.
Yes, my name is Shion, and I will be playing Lan today. Lan is a level 2 human with lots of disadvantages. She has a strength of 7, which is similar to mine. Also, she has less skills than I do, and that's a bit sad.
And who are you actually playing today?
I'm playing Shion, the resident diva warlock who learned quite a few new spells, so I'm excited.
Awesome. Yeah, and if you guys didn't know, the gang did in fact level up after last week, so they're a little bit stronger. They've got a few new tricks up their sleeve, which means I can throw tougher enemies at them. And because of that, I'm Onion, and I'm the DM. I am like the referee, the narrator, the storyteller. I'm basically the person that crafts the path that they decide to take. And yeah, these guys are currently, I would say, on a bit of a calm before a secondary storm, because they just recently had a storm. But yeah, I'm Onion. I play the cats, dogs, the bricks, the bees, the birds, whatever you want. Cool. Without further ado, from this very strange intro, I feel like my weirdness at the start infected all of you very quickly. So let's see if we can shake that off as quickly as possible. Yeah, okay, Eagle maybe not.
I was good.
Tim was good as well. But yeah, let's kick off the recap for this week. So, The session began last week with the party taking a well-deserved rest after fighting none other than Mummy Fortuna and her henchmen. Andros and Shion talked to the Silver Strings for a while Maeve looked into a pile of dust left by Mummy Fortuna. She found, among other things, a mysterious ring. Afterwards, she successfully freed some of the beasts that Mummy Fortuna had, including lions, lionesses, and a few mastiffs into the wild, hopefully giving them a better life than they were treated with in Mummy Fortuna's circus. Meanwhile, Erhard and Arcturus set off for Mummy Fortuna's wagon. How many times can I say Mummy Fortuna? Where they saw a huge mirror, obviously magical in nature. They tried to interact with the mirror, but failed. But they did spot that there was a small divot in the top of the frame of the mirror, which looked like the ring that Maeve had previously found could fit. So they went back to fetch her. When they returned, however, the tent had been overrun by soldiers in golden armor, led by Houndeer Widowreeve. They came to investigate the large bursts of magic that they'd sensed in the area earlier, and demanded that the group gave them answers. Shion and Maeve answered them to the best of their ability, but more than that, Maeve's interest was piqued when she knew her former best friend Kellum was part of their order, as some of them appeared to be blade singers. And so, she had a few questions of her own. She soon found out that Houndeer was familiar with her family, and that he revealed a couple of shocking things. She already knew that her father was on death row for attacking a member of the Golden Order, but now, she's found out the extent of his punishment. He was to be sent on a suicide mission into the Shadowfell itself to close a dangerous rift. Should he succeed in his mysterious mission, his freedom would be returned. As Maeve was mulling over this news, Erhard and Arcturus had snuck back into Mummy Fortuna's wagon, with the ring trying to activate the mirror. Soon after Erhard pushed the ring into the indentation, a mysterious figure appeared. The figure told Erhard and Arcturus that Mummy Fortuna had struck a deal with him, but Erhard wanted nothing to do with such deals, and thus smashed the mirror and returned back to the tent. Once there, he was summoned by Houndeer for some questions about Mummy Fortuna and her shady dealings. But it wasn't before long that he too learned some shocking things about his own past. Apparently, Erhard was chosen for the same task as Maeve, but many, many years before. But whereas Maeve's parents sent her to the forest to become a guardian, Erhard's parents refused, and a skirmish broke out between them and the Golden Order. Erhard's parents were very powerful sorcerers, but they couldn't stand against the might of their opponents. And just as Erhard's mother was taken down, little boy Erhard somehow opened magical beast-spawning rifts all around him, killing many of the soldiers. In a final attempt to keep her son safe, Erhard's mother erased his final memories of this world and put him into one of the rifts that had spawned, hoping that it would lead to the Feywild and to her old mentor. Erhard's father then managed to close the rifts, and that was the last time that their son saw him and that they saw their son. Houndeer wanted to arrest Erhard for killing members of his order all those years ago, but as he slowly found out, Erhard was in fact just a child at the time, and was a victim with no memory of what had passed. He let him go, after which he teleported the party to Syshil, so that they could gather some more answers and prepare, as Erhard and Maeve kind of agreed to maybe go and close this rift. But what will the party find, and what will they do now that they have reached the capital? And that is where I'm going to leave it to you guys, as we pan in with the camera, like an intro scene of an anime, as it swings down towards the base of a tree, a very large tree, standing at about 30-40 foot in height, a big thick oak tree. But beside it, another tree stands, over 100 feet tall, wide with various birds, flora and fauna all around it. And as you stand here, besides one of the rivers that flows through Syshil, I'll take you over to the map. As Syshil is a city, and this is where you guys are at the top right over here. It's a pretty big map. Definitely didn't take me quite a few hours to make, so don't explore it all in one minute. Thank you. But yeah, you guys come out of the base of this huge tree, and as you do, yeah, you see you all around. Actually, I don't think I did this last time. Let me just double check the rolls. No, I didn't. Can everybody make me a Constitution saving throw, please? Thank you, guys.
18.
No freaking problem.
Okay.
no.
6.
19, 18, 17, 22, and a 6. As all of you come tumbling, tripping over one another, falling onto the soft grass ahead of you. A few of you manage to maintain your balance. Most of you feel fine. However, Arcturus, as you come plummeting through the portal itself, it was strange. It's none other than you've passed through before. This strange feeling in your stomach begins to shift, turn, as you all see Arcturus throw up beside the tree. And that's it.
Dang, the person who has the most experience out of this group is the one that's throwing up. That is a brand new sight to see.
Sales portals, how nice.
I'm somehow not surprised you ended up on Eros.
I want to explain, I'm good at building those things, not traveling
Right.
through them.
But you've traveled through more than the rest. Well, okay, maybe other than Maeve and Erhard. But the rest of us, I went through a portal until I met you people, okay?
Well, technically, I've traveled like one more, right? When I arrived here.
Right.
It's
I'm
okay,
sorry.
better out than in, Arcturus.
That is it. It's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Maybe we
Good
should
advice.
change topic.
As you then all hear, as you turn back, and Galoid is also throwing up at the tree.
Okay.
Oh my word, that was ridiculous.
Is Eliash okay? Where's Eliash?
You see Eliash just leaning up against the tree, just taking a breather still from a very exhausted fight that she only had just a few hours ago.
What about Grint?
Grint is currently polishing off the bottle of booze that he recently found and seems absolutely fine. Probably too drunk to even realize what just happened.
So,
Go ahead,
Wait.
Gerard.
where should we go next? Like, I mean, first of all, Hondia, where?
Well,
Where are we?
You are in Saishil. You are in the northern sector. The large tree here, that happens to be where the echoes reside. By all means, explore the city as much as you wish. I will arrange for someone to find you once I've spoken with the council.
And what are we doing again exactly? Sorry, my brain has not been caught up yet. We got taken here and we're leaving very soon to do what?
Well, I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm going to go speak to my father and maybe help him. Erhard might come, because it's a little bit his fault. But you guys, I don't know. You guys didn't really say anything. We just had to go.
And where is your dad again?
He's about to, well, he's being transported to the Rift, to the Shadowfell.
Yes, the
Something
area.
Something
Go
called the
ahead.
Wall of Thorns, you said, right?
Yes, we have implemented a defensive measure for the area in which the rift has torn asunder.
Oh, that's great. I guess that's where I'm going. Cool. If we're gonna do that, I need to go maybe buy some stuff. Maybe take a. Is everything open still? Is it?
That is why we're here.
Oh, great. It's a good idea.
You have, at the very least, 2 days.
2 days. Okay,
And,
that's enough time.
And he looks up at the sky. It's already about 2 p.m.
Great. I can do everything I need to do today. If I wanted to buy something magical that could make me a little bit more hardy, you know what I mean? Where would I go for that sort of thing?
Magical enhanced goods you may find at either the Walnut Emporium or the Tome of Treasures.
Which one would you prefer?
The Tome of Treasures certainly has more of an eye for the arcane,
Okay.
but you never know what you'll find at Walnut's Emporium.
Cool. And shields. Like, is there any really good shields around here you could point me in the direction of?
Well, any blacksmith will sell a regular shield.
Right. Yeah. Cool. Shion, hey, you're great at talking to people. Do you want to go on a nice afternoon trip, perhaps?
A shopping trip?
Yeah.
Sure, I'd be down, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Maeve's plans are.
Well, I mean, Maeve could come with us. I'd love to.
I don't know if you want to speak to your father, like, as soon as possible, but you know what? Andros might have a good point in that we might need to prepare a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
need
Hounder said that he's not going to go through the portal without him. So whatever happens, however long we spend here, whenever he takes us there is when he's going through.
Well, I do think he mentioned he's still traveling there a couple days, and then
Yes.
it gives us time to rest and prepare.
He is currently being transported there as we speak. I did state that myself would be informed upon his arrival. However, it could very well be any of us echoes. Hence why I wish to converge with them immediately.
Okay.
We will want to speak to you all before your departure.
Great.
Speaking of
But
preparation,
you wouldn't let him go through, right? Without informing us first?
One of the echoes must be there, present.
Right.
We should
None.
probably let Houndeer get there so you can at least start talking to them as soon as possible.
No one is allowed to enter the Wall of Thorns without one of the echoes' permissions.
speaking of preparations, you mentioned my father's research. Is that to be found in Saishul?
That'll be found within our halls. Take
Where-
the day,
Yeah.
and tomorrow we will meet.
Okay.
Come by at any time.
Have a good one, Houndeer.
Just a question.
Yes.
Just hypothetically speaking, if we were going to the Wall of Thorns, is that with the same travel as we came here?
It certainly is.
Wonderful.
So, do you have an inn or something you could recommend?
Yes, we have the ripe juniper, or we have the... There's another one. Where is it? There are many places for respite within the maple canopies.
Maple canopies.
Yes, it depends what you're after. There's also another one which just appears to be on my mind at some point, and I'm sure I'll find it in just a
Don't
second.
worry about it. What's closest to where it was easier for you to get to us?
Either would be fine.
Either? Okay. So we'll just pick one ourselves and we'll go there and you'll find us.
Yes.
Sweet.
Still be good to know where it is. Thank
As
you.
soon as, well, there is the ripe juniper, which is, it's not too far from here. It is number 18, which I cannot see as... Ah, there! It is right there. It's by the eastern gate of Saishil.
Cool. That's awesome. Okay. Well, that might give us time to sit down and
Yes,
plan.
if you're after the Tome of Treasures,
Oh
I
yes.
believe that the Tome of Treasures is located in the Nobility Ward, known as the Evergreens. That will be number 22 in this area. here.
22.
And
Certainly.
Handir, you gave me a pin. You said to mention your name
Yes.
when going to the Zoom.
the Tome of Treasures, once you enter,
Yeah.
inform them that the Echoes have sent you.
Okay. And is that a discount thing, or what should we?
More goods of use will be available to you.
Right. Okay.
Special
Good to know.
Yes, more things that he keeps reserved for Echo duties and Golden Order individuals.
Oh,
Right, okay.
cool.
And did you say Callum is currently here?
Kellum is currently escorting your father.
Oh, great.
Great. Okay.
We had to send our best and brightest to make sure that there was no chance of a disappearing act.
It's not entirely fact that he's the best. He's just said to be the best. Gotcha. I get what you mean. I'll give him a wink. Get what you mean. Get what you-
Kellum is worthy of his title.
Yes, the best. Gotcha. Thank you.
We have sent 4 Blade Singers in total, if that makes you feel any better.
You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't.
Let's just go. Ignore him.
I
Very
don't know how to feel about you, Andros. Either trying to be very complimentary towards my dad, who needs really great criminals, really great guards to guard him because he's such a great criminal, or
Oh,
you're
right. Yeah.
being mean about my friends.
Mm.
Friend. I'm not sure what's happening.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anywho, I need to go get some stuff because we got to prepare because apparently we're going to go to something crazy that I literally did a study on like maybe 3 days ago. And this is insane. I need to get prepared for that.
If I can just say one thing, if we're going to this Shadowfell and it has anything to do with the riddle, anything radiant might be of help.
Okay?
Potentially. I don't know.
Nothing
but-
that's radiant.
No.
So look for
but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm right, but that's what the riddles seem to suggest that.
Okay.
No worries, Maeve. We'll get this to Andros. We'll explain
No,
later what radiant means
I
and
know.
magical
I know
items.
what that is. I'm not dumb, okay? I have a, I'm not.
I've never said you were dumb.
Are we?
You're making it look like it. I know what radiant is, okay? I've seen it, okay? I just don't have anything that does anything radiant. Maybe I can find some if y'all would just, if we can just go buy things, okay?
Then go shop with
Are we all going
CS
together
inclined
or
in magical
separate?
items. Sorry, Art.
What, Erhard?
Are we all going together or separating?
I don't know. I want to go to the Thoom.
If we are like separated, shouldn't we like go for an inn first to know where we're gonna meet afterwards?
Well, we know the one at 18, or, okay, the one that's near the east gate, right? That is the meetup point. What is that one called again? The juniper? The
Juniper.
Juniper. Ripe juniper. Boom. There we go. We have a meetup spot, okay? Once we get done with our shopping, if everyone's coming, I don't know who's going to the Tome of Treasure.
I'm going to the Tome of Treasures.
You're going.
Me-
I'm taking shot. All of it. Okay, we're all going to the Tome of Treasure. Cool. Let's just start making our way there.
Lead the way,
Wow.
Andros.
Okay, and I'll lead it.
Did you guys say you're going to the Tome of Treasures?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, I
You
could
coming,
always
darling?
lead the way.
And we have our guide. Thank
I
you,
am
buddy.
from Saishil, remember?
Yeah, you're right.
It's been a while, but I'm sure they haven't moved an entire building.
I mean, you've heard about the city getting entirely moved, right? Like,
The other,
Well,
this
not
place
me.
is very crazy about stuff like that. I don't know. I don't trust it.
Uh,
do you know the other place that was mentioned? The Walnut,
Walnut Emporium. Yeah. Walnut. Nutcase.
Cool.
Yeah,
Tome
sounds
of
like a
treasure.
great place.
Before we leave, just a quick question. If Alias is coming with us, or is she straight going for the echoes?
You see Eliash. Eliash hasn't been like stood around really listening. She's just been leant up against the tree. She seems to just be taking a minute for herself. But as soon as you like, I assume you look towards her to see like what she's doing. She smiles, and then yeah, starts walking towards you. And she says, "Well, this has been great, but I do have a few things that I need to take care of myself while I'm here. If you wouldn't mind, I would like to check in with those prearranged appointments."
No worries at all.
We'll see you soon.
Yes, let me know. Let me know what's happening.
Thanks for the help with the
I'll
circus.
jab an elbow into Arcturus.
What?
It's fine.
Nothing.
Try to stay out of trouble.
Maybe I should
No,
give you
us.
back the sending stone so I can't call you anymore.
Who ever gets in trouble? Who's the troublemaker of our group?
Well, if you're the one asking, I would say you.
Accident.
Who
Okay,
attacked?
to the Tome of Treasure.
Who was the first one? Yeah.
Right. See you soon. And
See
she
ya.
slowly starts to walk along the riverside. The lake. Riverside, yeah. And Galoin is just kind of like eagerly stood behind you all, just like looking around, trying to see what's going on. He's never been here. This is exciting for him. But Grid's like, right, well, I'll lead the way then, I guess.
Woo.
Yeah.
And yeah, starts making his way.
So Grind,
And yeah.
Grind, Saicho's fine with magic, right? Like just clarity. you know.
Oh yeah, they're fine with magic. They use a lot
Oh,
of it.
thank
to be
God.
honest.
Finally, a place is fucking mad about magic.
Yeah, I still probably wouldn't use necromancy here, but you know,
Who does that?
well, maybe you, but I'm sure that yeah, if you cast a spell or anything, as long as it's not directly harming someone, you'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Good.
I also wouldn't, you know, try to enchant anyone and make them do your bidding via magic,
We'll try.
like a shopkeep, trying to, you know, haggle prices. I've known someone who's tried that before. Didn't work out quite well for him.
Oh, right. Yeah, we wouldn't do that. No.
Anyway, I'll lead the way. This is the Pines, and he leads you to a bridge. And as you walk across, it's like a bit of a industrial estate, really. A few houses, some markets, warehouses, that sort of thing. But other than that, not really a lot unless you live here. And then he takes you round through the pines and across a bridge. And as he does, he gestures to the right. I might as well give you a bit of a tour. The Blossom Gale Conservatory. Huge complex of housing for brilliant minds, wizards, sorcerers, you know, those with greater magical gifts. Certainly not for me. It's kind of a school for learning and for scholars to attend. And he starts going along, and he says, oh, and Maeve, this one might interest you a little bit. They call this one here the Kalir's Garden. They allow all wildlife to roam free within it, set up nests, burrows, whatever they like. They try to give back a little bit of nature within a city such as this.
That is so nice. I wish every
Yeah.
city did this.
Oh yeah, it's great, especially when, you know, they forage a load of food and then you go over and just take a few bits. I've done it in the past, but they're alright.
Yeah, it makes sense. No, I like this.
It's pretty cool.
Maybe we have some time to visit for a few minutes later.
Oh, for sure. Well, if we've got like a day and a bit, I'm sure we'll have plenty of time. Just across the lake from here, you can't quite see it. Well, you kind of can. Do you see that big snail shell sticking up above the houses? And you now see, as he points it out to you, there is this ginormous snail shell on top of one of the buildings, which is number 33 here. And as he gestures towards it, That's Walnut's place. Like I said, bloke's a nutter. And he keeps walking along. And then, yeah, after a little while, he cuts around the park. And he comes up to here eventually, and you see that this area is a much posher, well-established area. The buildings are made from like exquisite stone. The other buildings weren't so bad, but most of them were wooden. But this particular area, this centralized like area, is full of like the higher society sort of folk. And as you are going through, you do come across this small little house here, and as he approaches it, and here we are. The Tome of Treasures. And as you look towards it, you see a slightly bigger sized building with a purple roof with what looks to be like a wooden carving of like a cat sleeping on a pile of books. And as you come up to it, you see two golden, they almost look like coins as the eyes for the cats. And then every now and then they blink. And yeah, you just see the tail swoop and then go back down, and you see that there is some sort of like illusionary sort of like animation magic towards this sign, and yeah, you see before it a very quaint little shop with a little window out front and a doorway. I'm not going to go in there if you don't mind, but by all means. Oh actually, speaking of, you know, like magic stuff, I picked a few things up. Here. And he reaches into a bag and he pulls out this golden coloured looking book of like golden intricate carvings on and various things. He goes, this was from Zoils of Benters. Yeah, I want you have that. And he places it to whoever puts their hand out. And then he goes, oh, and this little ring of yours, the fog step ring. Haven't had a chance to use it in quite a while. Don't know if I will. Yeah.
That book looks very shiny. I think I'll take it.
By all means. I can
We'll
barely
put the
read
ring
this.
in the bag.
Yeah, sure. If I'm not here when you come back, I may have wandered off because you took too long.
Okay.
Where do you live? Are we allowed to know?
Oh, yeah, but by all means. I live on the southwestern side of town. My family live in a place called the Brooks. You'll know when you're there. It's basically the slums of Seychelles.
Oh.
Okay.
But from memory, and from the letters I've received, my sister's shop has, in fact, come on the inside of the walls. Head over to where is it? It is number 21. The Upper Brooks. Should have remembered that. Yeah, head over to the Upper Brooks. There's a little shop there called the Gobblers. They'll know where to find me.
Okay. What do they sell?
Shoes. The Goblin
Shoes?
Cobblers. Yeah, the Cobblers. They call it the Gobblers because the
Oh.
Goblins started out as shoes only for the little folk. Now they make it for all folk. There's also a little cafe there, from memory. But yeah, they're my sisters, so if you do stumble across that part of town looking for me, just ask. I'm sure they'll point you in the right direction, because that's probably where I'll end up heading.
Alright. Too easy.
Perfect. Okay. Thank
Wait.
you.
See you soon, Goin.
Yeah, great.
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 Yeah,
Great.
it's
Right.
great.
It's right. I know that
Uh,
I'm also a smaller raced individual, just like
Listen,
your
no,
friend.
no. I'm just really hurt today. We remember we just almost died. I'm
Oh, I know.
be back
That's
soon.
why I'm probably not going to be here when you walk outside.
okay. Yeah.
Oh, and Maeve,
Hmm?
you don't all need to listen.
Oh. Oh.
That's my
okay.
cue for get inside.
I'll head inside.
And Grit kind of like looks at you all, just staring
Awkwardly
at you.
leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You as well, Ard. Go on, in you go. And you go in. Okay, cool. Yeah. As Grint comes up to you, Maeve, making sure that your back is towards the shop, so in case they're looking out the window, and he says, I wanted to thank you personally, you know, for saving my life. we've had a few run-ins recently that have been a little harder. And the time that you brought me back, I think you imparted a little bit to me.
Your eye?
No. And he holds out a hand, and as he holds the hand out, you see a green glow appear in the palm of his hand as a small flower bud starts to grow from it. And then he takes it as the flower blooms. Look here. And he places the, it's like a white lily, as he places it behind your ear.
Did I make you a druid?
I don't quite think that. But let's just say there's a few other little things that I can now do. I feel like the plants, either I'm really drunk or the plants seem to respond to me a little.
Yeah, no, that's a thing. It's, when you gotta go, when you're outside, it's a whole new experience. When you gotta go, like number 1 and number 2.
Oh, that's really weird. I hadn't thought of that until now.
Yeah, some of them, they don't like it.
Right. Bricks it is. Well, very well. Hopefully I'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon, and, well, good luck with that. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. It's a reminder of, my death and also you guys, which is great.
I think it
was a
could have been a
joke.
lot worse. Yeah.
That was
Sorry.
definitely...
Haha.
God, I need to work on those. Right, I'm gonna go and find myself a drink and totally not wait here. So,
Okay. I'll see you later then.
Hopefully I'll see you soon. If not, good luck.
Thank you.
Right, beer. And he starts
Oh.
sniffing the air, and he just walks off in a direction.
Maeve just lets socks out and then goes into the shop.
And as the rest of you walk on in, you see a dingy, dark little shop. The positioning of where the sun is, the light doesn't seem to be shining through the window, so it's a little bit darker, a little bit shadier, and like the shadows are larger within. And as you guys walk in, and the bell jingles in the back as the door opens, you hear like a clattering of what sounds to be like books hitting the floor, and then you just hear, "Oh my lord, you stay there. You there. You there. Okay, good. Hello there. Hello." As you will see walking out, a black furred tabaxi man, wearing a black and silver grey robe with a little sigil of what looks to be like a crest with books, silver books stacked upon it. And as he steps out, he's like, the lights. And he clicks his fingers, and 4 wall sconces light up with purple flames. And as they do, he says, "Welcome to the Tome of Treasures. Troves. How may I help you all? Are you in the business for... You look like adventurers."
We are. Yeah, we're a group of adventurers. Yeah. The Iron Vortex. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Fortuitous tomes.
Oh, cool.
Pleasure.
Yeah, we're just we were kind of directed here by Houndir. Remember the echoes, not a big deal. But he told us to come this way. I'm looking for something new. Kind of been some scraps lately. I'm trying to look for something to maybe be a little bit more hardy. You know what I mean? Something to make me a little more. I guess hardy is the right word to use. Hardy, right?
Okay, you've said the word 4 times.
Yeah.
Firstly, and he looks at you, and I need you to make me a persuasion check. I'm gonna give you disadvantage.
Okay. And that one.
Sure he did. Houndis sent you, yes?
Okay.
Have
You
I
wanna play
walked
that
in
game?
at this point, or?
Yeah, I'll say at this point you hear him say that as you walk in.
I'm gonna look for
Uh,
Maeve.
Yeah, small Maeve next to tall Andros butts in, and she's like, "Yes, I'm sorry. Hi, excuse him. Houndier did send us," and she pulls out the pin. He's not
Ah.
great with names or talking.
Yes, I would usually lead with that. Oh, uh, 1 second. Why do you talk for your whole group as he points towards Andros?
I'm the one who
You
wanted to
are-
come buy things.
You are truly terrible at it. Yes.
Okay, sure. I just wanted to come buy things. I asked them if they want to come with me. They did, okay? I'm here for myself. I'm here to buy something.
Well, you're in luck. I have something very hearty for you.
Cool.
Wait right there.
Yeah.
And he steps out through these purple curtains as he goes out the back. You hear him rustling through a few drawers, and then you hear him say, "Ah, yes, something very hearty indeed." And as he comes out, he has this small box with like this blue padding within it. Are you ready to see this truly magical item?
This is going to be so.
Sure.
As he flips the lid off, and you see a heart in the box.
A hat?
Heart.
A heart.
This is the heart of a manticore. Exactly what you requested.
As we're standing there,
What is a manticore?
Quite a large beast, lion face, wings, spikes for a tail.
Oh, that's cool.
scorpion, lion, stuff.
Yes, good observation.
All right.
Hearty enough for you?
Andros, rumor has it that if you eat it, you will absorb its power.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Cool. I appreciate your jokes. They're
Look,
really
I
really good.
apologize. He puts the lid back on the box and
Do you
slides it
mind?
under.
Do you mind if we just browse a little bit, like
By all
looking for
means.
some stuff?
Yes, magical items you're after in particular.
Well, personally, I am looking for spells for toads,
Ah.
scrolls,
A fellow
maybe even
scribe.
a spellcaster, a sorcerer, and I need protection. And I also need helpful things. So, yeah.
Very well. Do you have any particular spells in mind?
Well, I could use something like mage armor on maybe a spell scroll just for quick use.
Yes, I'm sure we have a
Multiple.
few of those.
Yeah, and I don't know, anything that can help me maybe stay in a fight. Help my friends better.
Okay.
Because I'm so
All of you have a little browse. I'll look at the back for spell scrolls and such.
while I'm
If
waiting,
you, yes, sorry, one second. Big man, Loxodon. I didn't quite
Yeah.
catch your name. Hearty, you said.
Yeah.
Check over on the mannequin over there. I believe there's a belt of some kind. Quite hearty indeed.
Yay. No.
And yeah, he goes to walk out the back. Hart, what did you want? What you wanted to say something?
yeah, I was wondering while we wait, if I could just spend like a couple minutes and do my ritual of detect magic, just
Sure.
case.
Yeah. Not a problem.
Before
Cool.
he,
So,
oh, sorry. Maybe
go.
before he goes to the back, I just wanted to ask if he has something magical to buff, like buff spells and such. So, if he finds anything like that, just bring him along.
very well. Buffing of spells in general.
Yes, anything that can
item.
aid. Yes, items that can magical items that
Very
can
well.
aid me with my magic casting.
I probably have a few things rattling off the back here. I'll take a look. Yes. Do I need a pen and paper? Quill and paper.
Well, I assume you keep the better things in the back, so I don't want to make you walk up and down multiple times. Anything radiant damage, or I guess
Ooh.
necromantic defense?
Necromantic defense. Not necromancy. Defense in general. I have a pretty powerful shield that allows one to see better as well.
Mm-hmm.
Necromancy, not really.
And radiance.
Radiant and necromancy is a little more in the wheelhouse of clerics and those of divine nature. Not quite something I will deal with. Have you tried walnuts? He might have a thing or two there.
We
We
might
know.
Yes, he's a very religious man, Walnut is. If you speak to him about necromancy or radiancy, I'm sure he'll be able to assist you.
Okay, thank you.
Very holy.
What about normal healing potions? Do you stock those?
Yes, we do. The regular price of 55 gold apiece per regular healing potion, as well as 160 gold for a greater healing potion. If you need anything a little more than that, quite pricey.
We figured, but it's okay.
Who knows?
Do
Maybe
you
have lots of
trade?
things.
Do you trade things?
Depends what you have, dear.
This floating thing around my head?
Oh. Interesting. One of the stones of Zitos, I imagine.
It is, you're correct.
You mind?
You may.
And he, waits for it to come round, and then he plucks it out of the air. Oh. Wait there. And he pulls out this, it looks like a magnifying glass, and as he puts it up to it, loads of lenses appear as he looks at the thing. Nature. Well, this is quite fascinating. I've not had one in my collection before. I'd be willing to trade for something. What would you sell it for? Have a look around first. And he throws it back towards you, and as it does, it regains the orbit and continues to float around your head. Have a little look around, bring it to me, and maybe we can do a price up.
Sure, I'll have a look if there's anything I even want.
If not, I have many spell components, spells, and the such. Maybe we could do another trade.
Mm-hmm. Does he seem quite keen? From my perception, does he seem quite keen to have this?
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
I will say, yeah, flat roll, because he did say he hasn't had one in his collection. 18. Yeah, you definitely get the vibe. He said he hasn't had one in his collection before. Seems quite magically inclined. So, yeah, you imagine this is probably something he'd be after.
What Maeve is gonna do with this time as well is maybe see if there is anything similar, just to see what the prices are. Get an idea of what it's even worth, because I have no idea.
Similar in size, or
I mean, I don't know
similar
if I
in
can.
how so?
I don't know if I can sense the magics of my own, obviously, of other items along the shops that have magical stones, if it has
Okay.
any.
So something that shares a similar type of magic.
Yeah, probably in stone form.
Okay.
If that's there.
As you guys begin to look around, we will cut to Andros first, because do you go to the mannequin? With the belt?
I'll walk over there.
Yeah, as you head on over to the mannequin, you look at it and you see that it is it has a cloak over its shoulders and a cloak over the head, and it is of you feel it, and it's rough textured on the outside, but on the inside it's really silky smooth. And as you touch it and take a look at it, you see that it is a dark green robe that then goes darker to a brown at the bottom. It goes from one green down to the brown. And as you look at it, yeah, you see that it is very expertly crafted and would fit someone of your stature or smaller. But it's around that sort of size. But with some magical items, they do change depending on the wearer.
Is there a name to it? Do I see maybe a tag to it that says a
There
name?
is. there is actually a plaque on the mannequin itself, which seems to be identifying the cloak, and it does say the Cloak of Elvenkind. And the price upon it is 450 gold.
Okay.
And then below it, you see the belt, and the belt has the face of a dwarf on the buckle. And beside it, it has 2 tankards that are engraved in stone on the belt itself. And this is like expertly crafted, and again has this. It's like a leathery sort of belt, which is quite thick. It's like quite a thick belt. And as you look at that, that says the Belt of Dwarvenkind, and it has a price tag of 4,200 gold pieces. And we'll cut to someone else. Shion, what sort of things are you looking for as you look around?
Shiny things, stones.
Shiny.
Stones, gems.
You spot something immediately. You see a bust of a humanoid form on top of the counter, and around it you see a gold chain that has links that go all the way around, and then there are 5 triangular points that go down as if like they go to like triangle like points, but there's 5 of them, so 2, 2, and a 1. And at the end of them, you see a red, fiery-looking gemstone on the end of these points. And on the bust itself, there is a plaque that reads, "The Necklace of Fireballs." And the price beside that is 2,500 gold.
Very interesting.
But it looks very fancy. And especially with the word fireball, I imagine Shion's definitely drawn to it at that. And beside it, in the cabinet below, so that you can't actually touch it, you do see one ring that really takes your fancy. And it is an iron ring, but within the iron, you see carvings which look like fire within them. And as you look at it, you see beside it says the Ring of Warmth, and that has a price tag of 1,500. But yeah, they're the 2 that really stand out for you. Arcturus, what sort of things are you looking at?
I am looking for items, magical items, which can increase like damage kind of stuff for when I'm using spells.
Well, I think the one thing that really strikes you, Arcturus, and it is very striking, and as it is currently hung up on a wall, is a staff, a very large staff that is completely shock white but burnt at one end. And as you look towards it, you see a plaque beneath it that reads "The Staff of Lightning Bolts." And as you look towards it, you get like a hum of magic from it. And I will say, Ahad, at this point, your magic starts to come to as you start to scan all around you. And you see all of these things that the party are looking at. And you see a couple of things behind the counter, like books that have been put away. And you see a couple of trinkets seem to be glowing from the back room. But Maeve, what you spot, as you're looking around trying to find something of a similar sort of magic in nature, as this is definitely more of an informative magic, like it's a knowledge-based magic, nothing really triggers that inspiration as a similar sort of thing. But what you do notice is 2 arrows, very intricately carved to look like the head of a dragon as the tip, that are placed upon the wall. And it says that there are 5 brackets, but only 2 of them are full of arrows. 1 arrow, sorry. So there's 1 arrow on each bracket, and there's 3 empty. And you see a plaque that says "The Arrows of Dragon Slaying," and they are 2,000 gold per arrow. And you're like you can sense that this is probably a very, very like powerful magic coming from these, and clearly has some sort of capabilities. And then as you go to walk away from them, you you see Socks is like running on one of the counters, which you hadn't realized had jumped off of you, and this stick just starts to fall towards you. And as you grab it, you see the price tag fall in front of you, and it's like a broom, and it does say the broom of flying, and it has a price tag of 1,250 gold on it. And yeah, and then you put that back upright and start to chase Socks a little bit more. And as you do, yeah, the shopkeep comes back round the corner with a couple of scrolls. And yeah, he walks back up. Yes, so we have the scroll of mage armor. We also have a few other first level spells, including the expeditious retreat. I don't know if that's a spell that you'd be interested in. And we also have this one's not too helpful for you, but unseen servant.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds interesting. How much for, I guess, all of them? Do you have multiple copies of the mage armor?
Yes, we do. I'm a scribe myself, you see, so from time to time I will write up a few from my own spellbook, and mage armor is definitely a handy one.
So
How many would you like?
like
I'll do you a
5,
deal.
I guess.
5.
Yes.
F-
What?
Very well. Okay, sure. Well, I've never had anybody ask for any more than 3 usually.
Well,
Okay, 5.
We
Five
get
is fine.
out a lot.
Okay. Each spell scroll will run you at about the 125 gold. So for 5, I'll be nice. Let's say an even 500.
All right.
You happy with that?
Sounds like a deal. Yeah.
Very well. And he goes and gets 4 more because he only brought 1 out. And yeah, he gives you 5 mage armor scrolls for 500 gold. Did you want the other 2 as well?
Yes.
Okay. Because you bought 5, I'll knock 1 off half price. How about that?
All right.
Let us say 200 gold.
200. Sure. Yeah. Sounds all right.
Very well. 700 gold then, please.
Yes. And I hand him 700 gold.
Yeah, he takes the 700. Please mark it off your sheet and add
Yeah.
all of your spell scrolls on there.
So I had the. You said the expeditious retreat, right?
Expeditious retreat, 5 mage armors, and an unseen servant. Yeah, cool. Did anybody else find anything that they like the look of?
Can I have you explain to me about these 2 things? The elven cloak and this belt, please?
Oh well, the cloak is the cloak is good for being stealthier, making sure that you are not seen. If someone was to try to perceive you while you were sneaking, they would have a harder time of finding you, and you would have an easier time of sneaking.
Okay. And how about the belt?
The belt, it's actually quite exquisite. I had quite a few friends of dwarven kind in the past. It allows you to speak, read, and write Dwarvish. It gives you dark vision, like a dwarf, mining and such. You also will receive a bolster to your heartiness, as one said. And,
Right.
I believe you have resistance to poisons of such.
Oh,
Quite a handy little trinket there.
very handy. And how much was this again? I looked.
The price, what does it say? 4,000?
4,000. Yes.
4,200, yes.
4,000. And how much could I? I'll take off the glove of bonding at this point. I've had this for a while now. I used it to help retrieve daggers when I threw them, and I won't really be needing this anymore. I was the only person who was really up there throwing daggers. So
Would you give me a moment to appraise it?
sure, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, of course.
Very well. And at this point, I'll give you guys a few minutes to discuss with one another in case you're thinking of buying things. And obviously, if you heard something that someone else likes or saw and you like the look of it, by all means, discuss amongst yourselves while I quickly look up the glove to see how much it cost originally.
Yeah, I think I would walk over to Arcturus, just seeing him glance at some stuff.
Wow. No.
That one's quite fancy, isn't it?
Oh, it does. I wonder what it actually does.
Well, I would love to know the conjuration or whatever magic type, but Onion's obviously busy.
Who's Onion?
Sorry.
The shopkeeper is busy. Hot. Oh no, but it looks marvelous. It's very well crafted.
Dude, do you use that at all? Like, you usually cast your stuff through your gloves, right?
Yes, but as a former builder of magical artifacts, I have a keen eye for building or like creating stuff, so I can see this is a masterpiece.
I mean, it certainly looks like a well-crafted piece.
But the staff of lightning bolts. Ooh, I like that.
Well, it probably gives you some good use.
Well, you see, as an Isaac League engineer, which is my background from where I came from, I always have a touch for things that are like not subtle, you know? We love to have like big explosions, a little bit of chaos, a bit of not the stealthy things that Andros does. No, if we are at your face, you can feel it from like 300 feet back. That's yes, it intrigues me. I have to ask for that thing.
I'm sure.
What did you find? What did you find around?
I haven't had time to look around much. I was trying to, or rather, I did. I cast detect magic, which is helpful, I guess, to just see if there's anything very special in here. And I got some spell scrolls. I got some mage armor, so I can, cast that without having it in my, let's say, repertoire. Because I've learned and accustomed to other spells that seem more useful to us.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And you never
Considered
considered
just wearing a piece of armor.
The armor, I don't know. I guess my magic just works very differently from how you guys do it. I think armor would just hinder me.
And a robe?
Well, the robe is still just, cloth. It doesn't give you much in protection, but
I'll just
Oh,
wave
but
my
it's yours.
yeah. These ropes came from the Trispire. I feel much more defensive in it.
Might
I'm
save you a
sure.
bit of money in the long run. Speaking of money, who has our money back again?
well, I haven't. I believe.
You better have it because you were the last person who had it.
And my
Yep.
shit is still in
I've
there.
always offered to carry it, but no one would let me carry it.
Didn't you just put the ring in the bag? Like, I
Yeah.
just watched you put Grin's ring in the bag.
Yes,
You kind of lost it already.
I didn't
Also,
do-
since you guys are all here, by the way, I might need a bit of help.
With?
So, I'm gonna purchase a shield. I've noticed in the last fight, I got hit pretty hard, and I want to be able to help out a bit more, tank and whatnot and stuff like that. Taking a little bit more hits better. So I'm gonna probably sell this glove of bonding. I don't think any of y'all need it, right? Like, none of y'all have anything y'all throw and you need to retrieve real quick? Nobody? Right. So I'm gonna probably sell that. I'm not gonna need it anymore. And I'm gonna probably buy this belt, which would help me. But also I need to buy a shield, and I don't think I'm gonna have the funds to buy a shield at the moment.
Well, I need to actually go to a blacksmith because I need to get this diamond cut.
Okay.
But I also have some hide that maybe you could ask the blacksmith to use. I have some draken hide and some fiery beast hide. Infuse it into a shield might help you, especially the fiery one. That thing could swim in lava.
I would love to look into that. That'd be nice.
Yeah, and it stops me carrying it around for the last few weeks as well, so it'd be nice to get rid of.
Yeah. No, I got you. Got you.
But
Would-
yeah.
Wouldn't the diamond be more down like a jeweler or someone who's more, gem cutting? I don't know. Blacksmiths are a bit rough around the edges, aren't they?
Depends
I
on
don't
which
know.
one, darling.
If they are dwarven blacksmiths or any higher up, I assume if we went to a noble blacksmith, they would know how to do it.
Sure. Good point.
Also, there's a broom here. It says broom of flying, if I read that correctly. I don't know, it sounds fun. Don't know if anyone wants that. I don't need it, but
After almost dying on top of a beast that was flying, I think my feet are better on the ground. I think I'm better planted.
I'm just saying, I found it, and
Yeah.
so I just wanted to. And also, those arrows. Have you guys seen those arrows?
What arrows?
The ones with the dragon head?
750. Oh, sorry. I got in my own head. Excuse me.
750 for the
arrows?
glove?
Yes.
Oh.
No, apologies. I spoke aloud.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're good.
Oh, and for you that asked for specific things that bolster magic, I have this rod. I'm not too sure what it does, but I do know that it is similar to that of like a wand, per se. It will,
I was just gonna say, does it look like the rod that we used to have?
No, it's not the immovable rod. No,
Okay.
no. You see, this one is like an onyx, and there are like designed carvings that are like circles that run all the way through it, and there's like a silver beneath it, which kind of like just shines a little bit from the cuts of the onyx. I believe this bolsters magic per se. I will put that at. Feeling generous. 750.
Do I get anything from that?
Yes, you get the magic that you seem to like ooze from it. Seems to be that of not too dissimilar from Shion and Arcturus themselves. It's like an eldritch magic that seems to exuberate from the rod itself. And you definitely get a sense of it being like an enhancement per se. It's this 750 and the glove 750.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, that's.
Would you
That's
like
fine.
me to put it to one side in case you are buying, or would you like the cash now?
I'm definitely gonna try to buy this belt. I'm just 1,100 short from the belt.
Oh my, that's quite a lot.
Yeah, that is quite a bit. Honestly, just give me the cash for now, or the coins for
Very
now.
well. Would you like gold or platinum?
Gold, please. Gold.
Very well. And he goes out the back and starts counting some coins up.
Arcturus, that rod he was showing you, it might be right down your alley. Like, it seems very similar to the magic you guys use.
So you felt it too?
Well, like I said, I kind of prepared.
It was weird in a way. It felt like it's... Do you have that feeling that something's like calling you? This thing has something.
A lot of things do, but not everything's for me.
Yeah, I know. Good sir.
Yes.
I'm very interested in that wand. I also just want to inquire about that staff.
It once belonged to me, back in the day.
Ooh.
Yes, it's been knocking about for quite some time. It's quite powerful. It allows one to summon lightning and shoot it upon people.
That's always very nice.
Very, very handy.
Did you craft it yourself?
Unfortunately not. No,
Ah.
I found it.
Found it.
For a while, I dabbled in adventuring, until I earned enough money to buy property and decide to follow my passion.
Which is a shop, I assume.
Magical items, scribing, research, that sort of thing, yes.
And in what way did the staff help you during your travels?
Well, something would come at me that I did not like. I would point it at it, and zap, it wouldn't be no longer.
I like the way you think. What
Yes,
would you
very handy.
what would you sell it for?
Well, it has slight sentimental value. I would not really wish to go below 5,000 gold.
Yes, and I should understand the sentimental value for it.
I will tell you now, it has a certain amount of charges. You can use it roughly 3 times a day. It's quite handy.
It is quite handy, but I don't think I'm in the financial situation to purchase a thing, although it does intrigue me.
I'm sure you have a few trinkets like your friend here for sale, no?
A few. Let me, could you, the rod, could you, I want that for sure. I'll look through my belongings if I have something that is of interest for you.
Well, by all means, 750 gold. 750, that is. And he
That's
slides it to one side. Yeah. Cool.
So, I was wondering, can I detect like any robes?
The
Armor,
only
cloaks,
yeah, so
something?
within this shop, the only real cloak or robe like thing that's glowing with that magical intenseness is that cloak of the elven kind within the shop floor. Most of the things that I've told you are the ones that exuberate the most amount of arcane. There are a few like other robes in here which you appear like you see is kind of like merchandise robes almost, as if he's made this shop and now he's like, I'm in like the posh side of town, and he's made like little robes with a sleeping cat on top of a pile of books as like a little logo on them, and a few things like that. There's a few like starter beginner spell books, but there are no spells within them. But they're like to up starting people. There's wands, there's arcane focuses, like there's all sorts of different things within the shop. There's like components for spells. So yeah, there's all sorts. It's not just magical items, but it's definitely targeted towards young wizards, witches, and sorcerers.
Good, sir. This robe over there, what does it do?
The robe with the cat.
No, where my friend
cloak.
was the cloak.
It basically prevents someone from seeing you and allows you to hide.
Oh, not my thing. At least not proficiently.
Oh, you asked for shield. Ha, let me. I was saving this for a certain blade singer, but I will go and fetch it for you. You never know. You might actually want to pay the price. And he walks on out the back.
As you had in there, any trinkets that are, helpful for
There are
survival?
a few things I'm yet to price up. Let me get one for you. You said survival? Very well.
Yeah.
And he heads out, and just a few minutes later, he comes out with a shield. And as he places the shield on the table, he also places a necklace down, which is a heart-shaped pendant at the end of it. This is a shield. It's called the Sentinel Shield. It allows one to perceive things better while attuned to it. We also have the necklace. I think it is called necklace of health. Let me just double check. It is, yes, the amulet of health. It allows one to have a constitution of, let's say, towards the higher end. It allows one to be more bolsterous. And for D&D terms, it gives you 19 constitution. Yeah.
That's attunement, I assume.
Yes, very well so. As is the shield as well.
All right. And I will turn to Andros and just.
I beg your
kind of-
pardon? The shield is not attunement. The shield allows you to block attacks a little better. It seems to hum when strikes come near you, and you also seem to be able to have an edge on perceiving things while holding it. And you see a big symbol of an eye up on the shield. The shield itself is worth, let me consult, 4,000 gold pieces. And the amulet, let me just confer. 2 seconds. That is 3,500.
Well, those are some
Lots of things.
great things that could help my friends here. And I
Well,
just.
Why don't I give you all a little bit of time to think about it? I have some new mage scrolls to write, mage armor scrolls to write up anyway, so I'll give you a short amount of time. And shall we cut to break?
Oh,
Or yeah, do you want to cut to break now, and then you guys can have a little think, and then we can. Yeah.
Sure.
Sure, we'll cut to break real quick. So hold that question, and as soon as we come back, you can ask it then. Sweet. So we're going to cut to a quick 5-minute break so our adventurers can have a think about everything in the shop they want to buy, and work out how much money they have. Cool. We're back in 5. Grab yourself a drink, do all the good stuff, and see you in a minute. Bye.
Think that
Hello. That was a
anyone would-
really quick 3, 2, 1. I literally took a sip, and then it was like 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're gonna head straight back in because I think the guys, have had a little bit of a think and hopefully have come to a decision. So we cut back. Shion was about to ask a question, I believe, to the gentleman behind the counter.
That necklace over there is absolutely stunning. Do you mind telling me a little bit more about it?
Ah, yes, the necklace of fireballs. So the necklace itself is of little value, but the beads upon it are what all the fuss is about. You may pluck a bead from said necklace and chuck it in a direction, and it will cast the spell Fireball. It has 5 uses, as there are 5 beads.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Indulge me, darling. Your accent is not from around here. Kajami Jungle?
Oh, outskirts. A border of Quirin and, the Kajami jungles. That is correct, yes.
Really?
Yes, I decided to break away from my tribalistic family, let's say. And headed towards Quirin, where I met with some unsavory sorts.
Unsavory sorts, you say? By the looks of you, you could pass for royalty.
I could now, yes, but back then, not so much. Had a run-in with a couple of slavers.
Unfortunate. Well, it's
For
good
them,
to see.
yes.
Very nice. It's good to see that you have made a name for yourself.
I have worked my way up the ranks, like I said to your friend. For a while, I was, in fact, adventurer. For a short while, until I earned enough coin to throw it all behind me.
That's an admirable goal. Maybe something I should aspire myself.
Well, it's certainly one I'm interested in. Are you interested in the necklace, then?
Absolutely, darling.
Very well. And the rest of you, anything tickle your fancies?
I'm gonna pull out the potion, the Vault of Fury's potion. I'm gonna set it down.
Ah.
How much do you think that would go for?
Do you mind if I...
Yeah, Go ahead. Look, take a look.
Magnifying glass again. Oh my. Well, this is quite an exquisite potion. I
Very.
would be willing to give you 2,250 gold pieces for one such as this.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you. 2,000. You said how much again?
1,700.
No. You said 2,000.
Just making sure your hearing was
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I'm here.
Yes,
I'm here.
2,250 gold. Yes.
2,200. Oh, 100%. Yeah. It's great. Wow.
I'll give you the cash now so you know exactly how much you have.
Yes.
And yeah, he gives you it and takes the potion and puts it under the
Great.
counter. Mark it off your sheet, please.
I will mark it off my sheet.
So,
I think for now, we all agree you have a very extensive and useful collection. We also have a couple other things to get, I think, and to do. We are preparing for, as you said, a bit of an adventure that we have to embark on ourselves.
very
And,
well.
We
Uh,
might come
you
back
said-
for more.
Yes, you did say healing potions. Am I correct as well?
Well,
Was that something that was mentioned upon arrival?
I heard I wasn't quite ready to leave.
Sure.
Those arrows up there with the dragon
Yes.
heads on. They have a tag
Oh,
for dragon slaying.
they are indeed my rarest of artifacts within here.
And 3 have been sold before.
They certainly have. It was something I found in my travels. I had a total of 5. Over the years of me being open, they have, yes, slowly but surely sold. 1 arrow for 2,000 gold is quite a lot.
That is quite a lot.
But I will
Well-
say, the arrow itself, when fired towards a dragon, upon impact has a considerable blow towards one. It would test their constitution, and if they were to not succeed, they would feel excruciating pain. And even if they do, it's just halved.
Hmm.
Tried and tested. Not by me, but others. One
What do you guys
gentleman
think?
bought one, came back a few weeks later, bought another.
Was he from New Haven? Do you know?
No, I believe he was Kovakian.
That makes a
Hmm.
lot of sense.
Oh,
That does make a lot of sense.
was he that guy who said to have slayed the
No, that-
dragon?
That's who I thought was from New Haven.
He's
but
from
Kuvak is-
Kavakian.
Is he from Kuvak?
Yes, because he was coming down when we were tasked to fight the serpent.
Is Esteban? No.
He's the champion. The champion of
Gustavo?
no.
And none of
remember
these
his name.
names ring a bell to me.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
friend.
It's some person. Yeah, some guy who fought a dragon. Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, he either missed the first time, or he's slain 2 dragons.
Well, let's just say he fired the first and was very interested in buying another.
Yeah, maybe.
So
he just,
I would assume he must have hit, because if he missed,
Yeah.
would you really want to spend another 2,000 gold on something you're not sure if it works or not?
Depends on your ego, I guess.
Nope, you're correct, yes.
But guys, quickly, do we want this?
Let me know what you want when you're ready, and pile them up on the desk here, and I'll take a look for you.
Shion, hey,
Mhm.
so listen, you are, might I say, you're the best at talking, and I'm not. I am. We've already seen. I'm pretty
And
bad
yet
at it.
here you are doing all the talking.
Yes, exactly. Listen, so I have about 5,000 gold now. Okay.
And you need how much?
Well, so far for both of those items, 3,000 gold. That's how much I'm off.
You have
Crazy.
5,000 and you need 3,000?
Right, but
I'm
maybe-
not very good at math, but that's not...
Yes, I know, but you're really good at talking to people. Maybe we could get the price a little lower, and then the party would be like, "Oh wow, now we know it's a little lower. Maybe we will just buy both and have them both.
Right, so what you're suggesting is that I basically sacrifice my soul or whatever to get a discount from this man. If we buy everything in bulk, maybe he'll
What I'm
have
saying
a
is,
discount for
you
us
know,
intrepid adventurers.
I will be up in the front, making sure you don't get hit. And in the process, you're
I
just
can take
helping
a
me
hit,
get.
darling. Don't worry about me. Worry about
Yeah.
some other people, and I sort of gesture over at her heart.
Right. But you're helping me, not get hit as bad so I can stay up there and keep getting hit. More for you.
Fine, I'll try. But
I give her a hug.
We'll have to get everything, make a big pile, ask for the grand total, and then state our business.
Oh, I agree.
So I assume we all hear this conversation, or you guys just?
I was trying to.
We were
I was
whispering.
saying it in a way where you all would have heard it, so y'all know what I'm trying to get at.
So there's a couple things that are gonna help all of us, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's,
Then let's do as Shion said, get it all together and convince
if we're
him
not
to
satisfied, we
to
can
give
always.
us a better deal.
Yeah, if we're not
um,
satisfied, we can leave.
And did we want the arrow or not? Because no one really said anything.
I'm down for the arrow too. Yeah, we can.
Definitely need the arrow, and we need some healing potions and maybe
Mm-hmm.
some potions of frost resistance as well.
I agree.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
just
frost
to be sure.
resistance.
Yeah, go ahead, Myth.
I was gonna say we might be able to get over there. I feel like the people there would have that if
If we have to.
If we can get it, great. If we can't, I feel like we could get it there.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
We could,
Good,
but
Do
do
you
you
want
want
to bank on that?
I don't, but
No.
we have to have the bank to bank it, which I'm not sure we do.
Let's just see where he's
Quite a
standing
bit.
at, and we'll go from there.
There's quite a bit that we have in our
Mm.
money
Mhm.
back, I guess.
And are you guys also cool with like that vibing item that's lying there on the counter? It's calling to me.
How much
What?
are we trying to buy with how much money? And why am
I'll
I the
put-
one that's asking?
I'm
I
I
buying
think we
the
should just all get together and
I'm buying the necklace regardless of what you think, what you guys are doing.
Right. I will put in 5,500 gold. Well, 21 platinum as well. So in total, I'll put 5,500 for the total of everything. I will put in all what I got involved.
Andros,
Yes.
maybe let Shion first work her magic.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Oh, and
Before you
Shion?
go- Yes.
You could throw in that I would potentially want to trade that amulet, that amulet of healing, for my stone. If that is going to help the deal. If you can remember that.
Let's
Amulet of
just
Health.
try to start talking to the guy, and we'll see where we're at once we get what he says with Shion's talking skills.
So personally, I would love some healing potions as well. So
That's
however many
we
we're
were
gonna
gonna
get,
do that
and
anyway.
We're gonna do that. We're trying to talk to the person. We're
Yeah,
trying to get
so-
everything.
okay.
I'm
stop.
getting together.
Trust
what we
Shion.
need.
Stop!
Okay.
Stop! What are we buying?
Yes. Tell me what items I'm putting an asterisk next to, so I know how much the total is.
The rod thingy.
The rod. Okay.
Not
Bam,
like
what's
the
next?
staff, but like the black thingy. That.
Yeah. The smaller rod that was eldritch.
Exactly.
That one. Yeah. What else?
The necklace?
The necklace of fireballs. Ka-ching. Yes. What else?
One arrow?
One arrow. Ka-ching. What else?
Magical ink and paper, preferably. I don't know, something like
How much money worth? Money's worth.
700 maybe. 500 to
700 gold
700.
worth.
I don't know. Let's say 500. Sorry. Let's say
500 gold worth. Okay.
Let's just say 5 greater healing potions.
They only have 4 in stock.
4 greater
Oh,
healing
4.
potions.
Okay. They have 7 regular and 2 superior. They are so regulars are 55 gold here, greaters are 125 gold, and superiors are 550 gold.
Yeah.
Nice.
No.
Raider, yeah.
I will try to the shield and the belt
The
insert.
shield and the belt. Is that everything?
And maybe the amulet of healing from Maeve's
The amulet of health?
stone. I might chip in there conversation-wise. We'll see.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to take the risk, but just add in 2 potions of cold resistance. Just 2 or something. If he has them.
He wouldn't have them available to buy right now, but he could make them if you wanted him to.
And then we would get them when?
Don't forget, I can make
When
them
they're
too.
made.
Yeah,
also
so-
Arcturus
Never
can
mind.
make.
Never
Never
mind.
mind.
Yeah, cool,
Fine,
not a
fine.
problem. Okay, so I'm gonna add all this up real quick. Shion, what do you say?
Well, I'll just gently lay everything on the counter. Now, how much would all of this be, darling?
Well, if my calculations are correct and this magical component I'm using in front of me is accurate enough, that would be...
Take your time, darling.
Oh,
No.
splendid, thank you. Yes, I'm just adding the last few bits up now. I hope you have a lot of money, that's all I'm saying. One of these, 500 gold's worth of ink, and 4 times that, which is... Okay. So, the grand total would be 17,950 gold pieces.
An admirable sum indeed.
You have bought quite a lot. You say it was for the echoes.
It is. You know, actually, we are being sent on a very dangerous mission to help them. So if there's anything, if you have any heart towards helping your city, a little bit of a discount would be greatly appreciated, darling.
Divulge to me exactly why you're helping them.
I do look over.
Who are
at
you?
Maeve. Me?
The
Oh,
whole
we are
of
the
you.
we are the Iron Vortex. Have you heard of us?
No, where do you hail from?
All over the place, obviously. I mean, you could have probably guessed by now that I am from Quirin myself.
I did recognize the accent, yes.
But we are a mercenary band who came together under very unique circumstances, and now we are on a mission, which led us here. You see, we
Right.
are we turned out after helping some people, we are now diplomats of sorts. We came here from Arkenvale.
Arkenvale. And you're
Yeah.
diplomats. That means you hold some sort of sway, right?
We do.
Hmm.
We came here from Arkenvale, and we were entrusted with a mission which leads us all over the world.
Interesting. Roll me a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage because of something you said.
A nat 1.
But
Advantage.
it's advantage.
You get advantage.
So,
21,
total
21.
of 21.
We'll give her some bend luck.
You wanna... Yeah? What does that do?
A D4 on top.
Okay. 20...
22.
Arkenvale, you say?
If you want me to pull some strings there, We might go get back there. We have some real estate there.
I've always wanted a shop in Arkenvale.
You know, we could help you set that up once our business is concluded.
Very well. I'm willing to give some discount. Ah. Total of 17,950. So, let me just write this down. Let's round that up, shall we? Minus 15,250. I'll give you 15% off. On the proviso, you pull some strings, get me in contact with the council, and perhaps I get to open a new shop.
I think we have a deal.
Well, it has been a pleasure doing business with you, Iron Vortex. Oh, and, here, in case you wish to wear them. And he pulls out some little embroidered patches. Sew them to your jackets. You know, more publicity I have, maybe the more discount I'll give you in the future.
I will plop 5,000. I'll give Xion 5,000 gold.
Damn, okay.
I'll put 5,000 towards it.
That's 5,000. That's almost
That's
a
the
third.
third.
Straight up, yeah.
15,200, was it?
15,250.
I'll give an extra 200 in there. I'll give 5,200.
Did
5,200.
we get the amulet?
Yeah.
Right. And
That's
we
all
haven't.
included.
Yes, and we haven't traded the stone yet for it.
Nope. The only things you've traded is the glove and the potion.
The
Now the
potion, the
two
Volta
that you
Right.
Fury.
traded in.
So, can we even
Elaborate.
afford this the way that how we're doing this? Because
Well, I hope so.
I added up.
No worries, darling. I chuck in 1750 myself.
I will add another 2,000.
8,750. Nope.
Maeve
Yeah.
leans on the counter, and when the stone comes forward, she plucks it from her forehead. This is missing from your collection.
Well, I've never encountered one, per se.
Hmm. There might only be one to encounter.
That could be true.
How badly do you want this?
The magic it possesses is not incredibly rare, let us say. However, it is a magic that would allow one such as myself to have a greater knowledge of an area and expertise that I lack. Therefore, it would be for personal gain.
I would also say it's one of a kind and a bit of a fashion statement.
Perhaps. How much would you be willing to sell it for?
I wanna trade it, or then therefore take the cost off the total, the amulet.
That's a little steep, I will admit. Especially the figure I was thinking of. How about... The amulet's price I will halve for the stone.
I'll just say that, the property that we own is very near the Tri-Spire. It's a very good location at the end of the high street.
I will give you no more than 2,000 gold.
How much was the total of it before?
3,500. So it's higher than half. Not by much more,
Okay.
but it's still higher than half.
Sure. So
Except,
I'll plop it in his hand.
yeah, and as he does, he focuses on it for a minute, and then it slowly drifts up and starts to orbit his own head. There you go. So I will deduct from that price then 2,000 gold.
Mhm.
So your total now is 13,250. And I believe,
2,250.
have you guys been?
We're off
We're
2,000.
calculating like
Yeah, we're
crazy.
off
I thought you might be. Okay.
We're off 2,250 gold.
Okay.
That's how much left we need.
I
I'll
believe
also remind the party
Arcturus hasn't put anything in yet, right?
we
Officially, no, but I also
Yeah.
chime in 2,000.
Okay, okay. There you
so
go.
we're still down 2,250. We also have Grint who gave us 2,900 if I remember.
You're really going to spend
Mm-mm.
Grit's money.
A little less than that, but yeah.
Okay.
We have money in the bag anyway. Go check.
Just take it out.
True.
There's a couple thousand in there.
I will grab the rest of the that's needed. And
Okay.
come from the bag.
Make sure that you have marked every penny off of your own sheets and the bag of holding, however much you have taken out.
Yeah.
And yeah, you pass it over to Fortuitous Tomes, who takes the coin. Well, it is always a pleasure doing business with such upstarting adventurers. If you ever do need anything, swing by.
Thank you very much. Why does this not open?
Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Sweet.
Thank you.
I will grab that shield.
We will stay in contact about your endeavors in Arkansas.
Ah, yes. Do any of you possess the abilities of sending?
I have dabbled with it and failed, unfortunately.
Well, if you are capable of doing such a thing, send to me.
Will do.
Yeah.
What's your name? And your name?
Fortuitous Tomes.
Mr. Tomes. Got it. Yes, yes, sir. Mr. Tomes. I can remember that one. Cool. Hey, yeah.
And, what was your name? Sorry, Vidolkin, was it?
My name is Arcturus. Pleasure to meet you.
If you ever do find yourself in need of a staff of great power, you know where to find it.
Oh, yes, I do. And I will promise I won't break in and I won't steal it. That's
I
a
would like to
promise.
see you try.
Oh,
He
a
smiles.
man of your stature, I'm not even gonna try. It's a marvelous stuff.
And as he does this, you see a black cat crawl through a window, like a top, like singular small window. And as it does, it climbs down across the desk. Ah, Lyra. And he like strokes Lyra's back. And I would say Erhard and Arcturus, you two specifically, you know 100% that this is some form of familiar. This is his particular familiar, which is a black cat, just like he is. And yeah, he just seems to stroke it. And he says, "Well, it was a pleasure. Find me if you need me again. Farewell."
Thank you so much.
And he nods. And yeah, you guys leave. So as you guys leave the shop with, not as much gold as you walked in with, but, a stack of magical items that you can play around with and do some things with. Where are you headed next? As Grint is definitely gone. There was no chance on earth that he was hanging around for that long. As you realize now, you've been in here like nearly 2 hours. Just chatting to him and looking at the items in there.
Andros, so you still need to go to a blacksmith now that you have a shield?
If I have a shield, this one, no. I mean, not anymore. Not really. Yeah. Unless you need to get anything from there.
I know, like, we spend a lot of money. Does anyone want a drink?
I think we can afford
that.
that.
I can get us around. I have money
can.
left because I traded it, but I I don't know. I still maybe want to pay a little visit to the nutcase place, whatever
Yeah,
they call it.
The Walnuts
Yeah.
Emporium.
That one.
Yeah, we still have a whole
But I
day.
know it's been a lot. Yes, I know, but unlike you, Andras, I feel a little bit rushed.
Let's get business done. And then we'll chat. I also have a lot on my mind. Quite literally.
Well, you guys don't have to come with. It's just like I had my heart set on something radiant.
I will tag along, like I have the same thing in mind.
I will say, I'll just tag along. If you need any advice on magical items, ask away, but I don't need anything, so.
I'll tag
Okay.
along as well. Maybe you need haggling again.
As you are all having this conversation, talking to one another, you see a gentleman walk up to you, and he stands like a couple of feet away, just kind of like waiting for you guys to finish. And as you turn to him, you see a half-elven gentleman wearing a shirt, tie, and like waistcoat, and he's like, "Ah, greetings there. You look a little lost. New to Sigil?"
Hmm.
Not
What's
really.
new?
Well, I imagine you are. You all look a little bit out of sorts. Would you like some recommendations or any knowledge I might be able to impart upon you?
How can we help you?
I'm a town crier. I walk about spreading the news and, well, know a thing or two about the place. I just stumbled across your group because all of you look very out of place.
And you
Maybe-
want to tell the whole town.
I beg your pardon?
And you want to tell the whole town that a group of dashing strangers suddenly set foot in your city.
Dashing is a bold statement, but yes, yes, I would say, well, no, not at all. I'm not telling anyone is welcome here. You just looked a little green.
I just look at my skin like,
Blue. Yes. Very well, by all means, I'm sorry to have bothered you. And he starts to walk off.
Actually, wait a minute. Wait a second.
They all
My group.
Hello there, yes.
You know, we're rushing. We need. If you have any recommendations for maybe finding something that does something maybe radiant. If you know any places.
I beg your pardon.
Radiant.
Radiant.
You know, like magical, radiant.
Magical. Well, you're in front of the magic shop.
We know, but they didn't have anything radiant. You know.
Right. I wouldn't. I'm just a townsman.
Gotcha. Never mind then. Sorry for asking.
But if you're looking for something a little bit more spicy, perhaps, maple canopies, many clubs, bars, brothels. Take your pick.
Why do I?
if we were like not interesting in brothels and clubs, but more of a religious kind, where would you send us?
Good. That's a good question.
Well, there are a few temples in the. Let me just check what district that is. In the tulips. It's not too far from here. If you just head a little more east towards the northern gate, there are quite a few temples there to Kalir and other such prime deities.
Right.
That sounds more like up our alley, so thank you for that.
Thank you. Very holy.
Okay. Bye. And he walks
Yeah.
off, puts his box down, and he stands up on the box and starts ringing a bell as you walk off. And yeah, you just hear him shouting. Let me just find out the name of it.
5 weird strangers looking for.
yeah. There's a strange group of dashing individuals. No, he starts shouting out. Where was it? I just had it, and then don't forget the closing ash is playing the tribute this week. The tribute, and at the Cedar Auditorium, they're doing the orchestral remix of the Crypt of Horrors. And then he steps down from his box and he walks off.
It's so cool. Okay. Are we going to the other place? The
The walnut, yes.
Go
yeah,
to Wal-
the walnut.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys, for dragging you around, but
It's okay. It takes you quite a while to get there, as it is a good trek. It took you an hour to get to the Tome of Treasures originally, and it takes you about 45 minutes from there to go to the Walnut Emporium. But as you get there, you walk up to it, and you see what looks to be like a snail shell, a massive, gigantic snail shell, placed onto the roof of a building that all around the edges of the roof are just hanging walnuts and what appears to be a walnut tree growing out of the roof of the building. And as you walk on over to it, you see through the windows stacks and piles of what looks like absolute junk. And as you rock on up, you kind of wearily look towards the door, and you guys head in. Yeah. As you head on in, you see that this is like a junk shop. There is stuff everywhere. But it looks like whatever it is has been bought, thrown into a corner, and then left there for a very long time. But as you guys start to take a little look around, you see piles up to the ceiling of just furniture and books and all sorts of stuff just jammed in here, whatever he could buy. And behind the counter, you see this really dirty looking gnomish man with all of his hair stuck up on end as if he's just put his fingers in a plug socket. And he is wearing these goggles over his eyes, one of which is like completely cracked and the other's like fine, but it seems to make his eyes look much bigger than they actually are. And then as he smiles, you see about 3 teeth coming out of the top of his mouth, but then about 5 or 6 from the bottom. And he smiles, he's like, hello?
Okay.
Hello, good friend.
Welcome
hi there.
to Walnut's Emporium. Is there anything I can help you with? We have lots of things here. Lots of stuffs. Have a look around. Maybe you'll find something you like.
We certainly will, darling. Thank you.
Okay. Don't pull too hard. The tower might collapse.
Erhard will walk around maybe and try and like have like feel out some arcane energies potentially. Kind of what I was
Sure.
looking for before, like a cloak, a robe, something.
Detect
maybe.
magic or
That would take me 10 minutes, I guess, since everyone else is. Yeah, I will do that while browsing, so to
Okay.
speak.
go for it.
Can I just sort of whisper to Maeve? Maybe in like infernal or something, or some language that not everyone understands. Are you sure this is where you wanted to go?
I don't know. He was rumored to be holy. I didn't know what type of holy now.
I'm just
In
gonna.
yeah.
Well, maybe we can look around for a little bit.
You look around. Ahad, why don't you make me an Arcana check? Unless you're using Detect Magic.
Well, I would have to spend the 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
I guess everyone else is kind of in a hurry, so I would just do the Arcana check, I think.
Sure, roll me an Arcana check. Then anyone can roll me an Arcana check if they want to try and, scour for some magical items nearby.
Anyone?
Because I will tell you now, the majority's junk.
I imagine.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I won't do anything. Andros
Okay.
is gonna just put the belt on. He's gonna be sitting back there and just spending time with the belt.
Nice. Okay. With your checks, Maeve, roll me a 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8. Roll me a D8, please.
7.
Also, how long's everyone wanting to stay here?
Not long.
Yeah. Short as
yeah,
possible.
not longer than half an hour, I'd say.
Half an hour.
Half an
at
hour?
most, yeah.
Perfect. Half an hour would be how long it takes you to find this. So within your half an hour, you find what looks to be like a large stick with a snake's head on the end of it. And you get a sense that there is some magic to this. But you find it underneath what looks to be like a side table with another side table and another side table on top of it. And to pull this out, I need you to roll me either an athletics or acrobatics check, please, to see if you pull it out without collapsing the furniture.
23.
You manage to wiggle it and pull as quickly as you can, almost like pulling a sheet from under a glass on a table, like magicians do. And you yoink it out, and as you do, it all wobbles, and you wait, but it manages to set. And yeah, you see that there is this staff with what looks to be like a snake's head. It is specifically a python. No, an adder. Sorry, an adder on top of it. And that's what you see.
Okay.
We will go with next, Ahad. Roll me a D8, please. D7 now, actually. So /R 1D7. Space 1D7. 1. You find what looks to be a pair of gloves. However, there is a stack of books that go all the way up to about 4 books up, and then the gloves, and then more books on top of them. Roll me an acrobatics or an athletics check to try and remove the gloves from the pile. It's the gimmick of walnuts. 15 is what you need. As you yoink the gloves out, and the books start to rock, and you kind of worry, and you like grab one side of the books and lean it back to the center, and they all manage to stay upright. And these gloves, you see, are of a dark color in nature, and they have like a slight like webbing to the fingertips. But you're not sure on exactly what they do. But yeah. And finally, with a natural 20, Shion, roll me 2d8, please, to see what 2 items you find.
2d6 maybe?
Oh, yeah, that's better. 2d6, thank you. Well done. That's much cleverer than... Okay. So,
It's either a nat 1 or a nat 20 for me. There's no in between.
That's really cool. Okay. First of all, you find a set of studded leather that appears to have been just thrown into a pile of armor. But you do see a few blades sticking out of the pile, and I need you to make me an acrobatics check, please, to try and pull the armor free without cutting yourself. 17 is perfect, as you manage to pull it out, and you look at it, and it's a little bit clammy to the touch, and there's some seashells upon it, but you do see a set of studded leather, which is magical. And beside it, not actually beside it, stuck to it, you also see a ring attached to it, which is a separate item, which also has its own magic.
Okay.
Yeah. They're the things that you find.
Is it a pretty ring?
Pretty plain, to be honest. A plain band, and there seems to be some writing engraved on it. Do you speak Dwarvish? Then it is Dwarvish script.
Can I bring it? I'll bring it to Arcturus. You can read it.
Oh wait, Arcturus is not wearing any glasses, but yes, I can read it, yes.
And in Dwarvish, it spells protection.
It says protection.
I'd actually be...
So what do you guys do?
Do you want it?
Yeah.
What do my gloves look like?
Like I said, they're black gloves. And
No,
then
I mean, sorry. As in the quality of them. Are they dirty? Are they...
they look used. They definitely look used. But there seems to be. It's not like. They're not like you can't like stick to a wall and like it sticks to them. It's like it's for better grip. It's like to hold things better. You get the sense that these are used to perform a task, perhaps. What the task is, you're not entirely sure.
Yeah. Did Arcturus find something?
No.
Probably no.
Arcturus spends half an hour and finds nothing. I'm afraid. You know what? He does find something. He sees this very cool-looking staff, and he thinks, oh my, maybe it's another one like the one he saw before. And as he pulls it out, it's a broken table leg. That's what he finds.
So sad now. So sad.
Yeah, and it's like, ah.
Rats.
So
I'm just gonna wait till he comes back.
yeah.
Well, the guy behind that, he's just sat behind a counter.
Oh, I thought he
Yeah,
went.
he's kind of just sat there. He like said hello to you all as you come in, and then kind of like just sat at his little desk, seeing his prey.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
It was rumored that you're quite the holy person.
Oh,
Is that right?
Yes, they say holy because not much going on here.
Right, but religious too, or just holy?
Oh, religious, yes. Yes.
Yes. Do you have any items? Do you know of that have anything
Lots
to
of
do
items.
with religion?
Yes,
Yeah?
look, here, yes. And he pulls out a snail, like a wooden block with like a snail on top of it, like an ornament.
Hmm.
He like holds it out to you.
Do I sense magic?
No.
Okay. What else do you have?
Lots of stuff, yes. He throws it in the pile, and he reaches down. This, and he pulls out a metal block.
Do I sense magic?
Roll an Arcana check.
Oh. Guidance on myself. 18. Do I need to roll a?
You tell me.
Okay. I guess I'll roll a 1d4.
You have to
20.
choose- well, okay, 20. It's definitely not magical.
Okay. No, thank you. What
You just
about?
chucked it.
Have you got any items that emit any like bright light?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he turns around, starts rooting through a load of stuff, and he turns around holding a candle.
Do you have any sending scrolls?
Can I walk up to them doing this lovely charade?
Yeah. Still holding the candle, and then he lights the candle with like a tinderbox.
Do you have any sparkly weapon
Yes.
that might emit
And then he
a
throws the
glow of
candle,
sorts?
and he goes through a box, and he pulls out a dagger, and then he spits on it, cleans it really like as much as he can, and then he like tries to reflect it in some of the light of the shop. Yes, dagger, yes.
Lovely.
That's a good looking dagger.
How much do you want for these gloves?
Gloves. Yes, I will bear. You buy? And I'm gonna roll something behind the DM screen real quick. 876 gold, yes.
That's outrageous.
No. 196.
Ah.
I give you 150.
Persuasion check as his nostrils flare at the idea of a sale.
17.
He snatches the gold out of your hand. He's like, puts it in a little box. Good business, yes. Tell people, Walnut's Emporium, yes. Bargains to be had.
Will we do?
You, lady, candle lady, you buy?
Mm-hmm. No, I have a lot of candles already. I was looking for something else. Stronger light, much stronger. No.
No.
No. Okay. Do you guys want anything from here?
Can I take a little bit of a closer look to the ring?
What do you want to do?
Just
Roll
up-
a check
Yeah.
of some sort?
Yeah, I mean, protection is a little bit vague. Can I get a bit more out of it?
Roll me an Arcana check. I'll say, yeah, okay. 25? You get a sense that this has abjuration magic attached to it, which you know to be defensive magics. Which you
Fair.
probably presumed,
Yeah.
but yeah, it solidifies that at least. You get a
Okay.
feeling that it does something along those lines.
Okay, I walk up to the guy.
How much to buy?
Oh, darling, I am from the Chartusa Sales Association, and I have a deal you cannot refuse. And I pull out of my bag the platinum jewelry set that I got from the hags an eternity ago.
Yep.
I saw this unremarkable ring in your shop, and I want to trade it for this lovely shiny set of jewelry.
Persuasion check with advantage. It's platinum, so it's
Yeah.
not exactly unexpensive.
26.
26. Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna make a roll. Yes, fine. Yes, yes, yes. And he like reaches out gently, and you pass it to him.
Gently.
The second he takes it from you, he just launches it behind him into a pile. Yes,
Fair.
take ring. Oh, good purchase. Hotel Walnuts Emporium, yes.
Yep, will do.
Buy candle, lady. Buy nice friends.
Have a good time.
Alrighty.
I thought Ogrognak was just the out there person I've ever met. This person takes the cake. This person is probably my new favorite person I've met.
Should have asked him if he's related.
You then hear an almighty crash as the books that Erhard moved earlier then come tumbling down, and then you just hear, and he goes running over and starts stacking the books again.
That's our time to get out of here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm so sorry, guys.
You're fine, you know. We don't want to, you know.
Hey,
We're in a rush.
Got a magic ring out of it.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
You never
will
know.
say-
Yeah.
At this point, it's about 6 p.m. as you come on outside, so it's starting to get towards evening time. It's not too far off.
Let's
Should we
find us a
start-
tavern.
Yeah, we
Celebrate
start heading to
that we're
that
alive.
tavern.
Or may I suggest, Maeve, did you want to go to like a temple of sorts, or do you want to do it tomorrow?
Look, I already feel bad for dragging you guys along to literally a rift to the Shadowfell that is probably a suicide mission. You guys don't have to come with me everywhere I go.
Oh no. Planar travel and creating rifts are our specialty. This is gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
Listen, I feel like I'm about to take the most amount of hits ever in my life. I feel good. We can do whatever at this point.
Do you guys want to go to a temple?
If you want.
It depends on how
There's
much
so
we
many-
need this radiant thingy.
This is
I
your
don't-
home.
Well, I've never been here, but unless we split up, having someone else get the diamond cut, I don't need to be there for that, right?
Who wants to go on a diamond cut mission?
Do we know where we have a blacksmith around?
I could go if you want me to.
Does anyone
Maeve,
want to go with Galon?
Hand me the diamonds. I'll go with Galoin. We'll make sure it gets done.
And especially, I think Goloin needs protection. No offense, Goloin, that was an awesome shot in the tent. But we all knew what happened in Italdor. Because someone, well, yeah, we know what happened.
I'm really looking forward to using that arrow of dragon slaying you bought.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
of
a
course.
joke. It was a
Yes.
joke. No, I think Andros should fire it if anyone. It's really
Oh.
good.
Don't put the pressure on me to make sure that arrow lands. First of all, If that arrow
You're-
misses, I'm gonna feel like the worst person in the
You're
world.
the best at aiming.
When you hold it steady, you
Sure.
do really well.
I do not want the pressure of having to fire an arrow, one arrow by the way, at a dragon and hope and pray I hit. If I don't, y'all gonna look at me like I'm the
Well,
craziest,
it's like
worst person in the world. I
Shion
don't
can
want that
hold
pressure.
it down.
Just
Shion
for-
can hold it down with her Shatusa shackles. I
Well-
can entangle it. We'll hold it in place for you.
Listen,
Just
guys,
shoot-
I
just
love the
shoot
boat.
my tank, darling, and then run away as fast as you can. You can do that.
It's the biggest target.
You
It's
guys,
such a big target.
we'll talk about that when it comes up. Oh, diamonds. Me and Galorn gotta go.
And
Oh,
I'll just slap
was-
Andros on the back while saying, "You're the worst person anyway. So what could go wrong?" As a joke, and I wink, Hank. I'm kidding,
diamonds,
Andros. We got this.
Diamonds, Maeve. I'll go cut those
No,
diamonds for you.
Here, as soon as you're going to the blacksmith.
Yep. And I'll grab
Here's,
the
like-
diamonds.
Yeah, not just that. Here's a hide from a drake. Here's a hide from an fiery beast.
Okay.
And here's a squirrel pelt. Just see if you can sell it.
Sure. Yep. All right, Galorn. I'll carry
I'll-
all this.
Guys,
You-
I'll come
I can
along.
carry some.
No,
Let's
Erhard,
see the city.
stick with the holy come
What will I
on,
do
Galorn. Let's
with
go.
the holy people?
Because
Oh,
you're.
come on, Ahad.
Galloin starts walking off.
Thank you, Galoin.
And the three of you go?
Yeah. I'll
Okay,
go.
so your objective is to have a diamond cut
Into 3 pieces.
into 3 pieces
into 3 pieces.
and to sell hides now?
Sure. Yep. I will try to sell those hides to the best of my ability.
Okay.
And I might help.
And
Last
it was-
time-
It was a chunk of the lava creature,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the
A chunk of the drake
the drake.
Yeah.
Right.
and
okay.
the squirrel pelt.
Squirrel belt.
As
okay.
as me and Erhard were walking, I was looking like, remember the last time me and you went off by ourselves, just me and you?
Try not to get into
Yeah.
another
yeah.
Alright.
conversation with the Loxodon.
I'll keep
Yeah.
you boys in check. Don't worry.
That's yeah. We're lucky to have you, Gloin. Yep.
Let's have
Yeah.
Galoin do the talking, maybe.
That is fine.
Sure.
And I wink at Galoin.
Well, where to first? Because I don't know this place, and neither do you two.
Well,
Anyone seen a blacksmith as we walked around?
Nope. You've not passed one.
so in the area that we first started walking into, they said that was like the more crafty side
That
of
was
the
the-
city.
No, they said that was the warehouse and a housing district.
Warehouse in the housing district. We were also told 22 sounds like the basis of like shopping center, right? From what we walked through there, I would
22 was the noble ward, like the
Okay.
nobility, where you noticed the auditorium was near, you noticed the magic shop.
would my passive perception have told me anything as we're walking through if I would have seen different shops?
The only things that you would have walked past shop-wise on your way here was a couple of markets at number 13.
That's probably our best start, I guess, is number 30.
Hey,
Walking in the markets.
you guys will start walking to the markets.
Sure.
We
Uh,
see a town crier. Let's try.
Yeah,
our
sure.
hand.
Yeah.
And the rest of you, where are you headed?
The temple that Grin mentioned.
Some of the temple
Yeah,
districts.
the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a problem. So let's go with the temple gang first, because I feel like they know more of where they're actually going. So we'll start with you guys. You guys eventually head up towards the district where there are a few more temples, and while here, you do in fact notice that there are four dedicated larger temples. These 4 temples are to Zitos, it is to Kalir, there's one to Solodin, and then there is also the Death Domain god, which I will just double check. I think it's Yeren, but I'll just double check on that one for you. But yes, as you guys do head up towards there, they're the 4 that you see predominantly. And then there also seems to be more of like an area of like statues for people to pray to certain gods as well. Oh, there would be the messenger gods. So there'd be 5 temples, sorry, because there'd also be the god to the messenger as well. But you would notice that on this building here, this large building, which is a 150 foot high, no, sorry, 250 foot high tower with varying balconies, and you see griffin riders landing on them, and it seems to be like some sort of postal service. And upon it, you do see the god for messages, for history, and for knowledge adorned upon it. But yeah, they're the ones that you see. There are 5 in total in this area.
Well, girls,
So-
I have to admit, I am more like of a scientific guy, and I'm not even from this plane. I don't know much about religion.
I also don't know much about religion other than a little bit about clear. Do all gods give radiant damage? Is that a thing?
Can I like because I obviously had like some basic educate. Can I like explain how that temple belongs to Yeren and that one belongs to Saladin?
Yeah.
And then quickly like blah 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 blah. Then
Yeah, so I would say
Saladin's sun
from
god, blah.
yes, so from here, yeah, Saladin is the god of the sun, light, and day, and it is more for like holy warriors, like swordsmen. You would know that like paladins, a lot of like predominantly strong paladins come from Saladin himself, because it's all about justice and light and fighting the evil. You then have Kalir, which is obviously nature, woodland, and forests, which is about preserving nature, keeping it right, looking after the animals, and everything nature-based. You've then got Yeren, which is the death, grave, and afterlife god, which is all about basically passing through the cradle. Yeren's like the gatekeeper of that. And if someone does die, their soul then goes to Yeren, and Yeren determines whether or not they are worthy of entering the cradle, which is basically heaven in our eyes. You've also then got the final one, which is Zitos, which is all about magic, arcana, and spells. It's like the appreciation of magic itself. And then finally, the god attached to the big tower is Zemnia, which is the knowledge, history, and messages god, which is usually portrayed as like an Aarakocran, which is a bird-like individual. But yeah, Shion informs you all of that, because I would say Shion is very clued up with some religion
Yeah, and
from her
basically,
studies.
If I think either the temple to Saladin or the one to Zitos might be your best bet if you want radiant damage.
Paladin, you mentioned light, right?
Light, the sun, paladins, warriors, all shiny stuff.
Makes sense, right?
Makes total sense.
It makes sense, yeah.
Let's go
Yeah.
try at that temple then first.
Sure, let's go in.
And as you do, you are met with quite the exuberant temple. As you enter through the main doors, there are candles everywhere, and 90% of them are lit, and the ones that aren't have only recently just gone out. And you see people coming to the temple, they place a candle down, they light it, they say a prayer, and then they leave, leaving the candle lit. And you can see throughout there are braziers burning with like the light, and there are depictions of the sun all around. And on the ceiling, you do see it's a domed ceiling, and the entire ceiling is painted as if it is the sun looking down upon the people in the temple. And there is some sort of magical light essence shining from it, as if it's almost like a daylight spell is cast upon here, even though it's slowly getting towards the evening. And it takes you about an hour, so you get here about 7 p.m, so it's starting to get dark. Or darker, should I say. But yeah, you guys walk on in, and you take all of this in, and you see all the candles lit and a few people walking around. And a woman in white and golden robes walks up to you, and you see she's wearing golden jewelry, and the pendant is out of the sun as well. And as she walks up to you, she says, greetings, travelers. Is there anything I might be able to assist you with today? Or are you just here to pray to Saladin himself?
Well, actually, we do have questions.
By all
But
means.
since I'm not the one who was most familiar with it, Maeve, Shion, would you like, was it like, I don't know how to put this.
Do not feel uncomfortable here, sir. Saladin welcomes all into our halls.
Right, and I'm actually like looking with this scientific wonder, like,
Yup.
yeah, I'm not buying anything of this because science, bitch. But
Yep,
like, I'm not telling that.
Yep.
Um. Well, we were wondering. Maybe it's just an out there question to ask, but did Saladin ever have anything to do with the Shadowfell?
Saladin and the Shadowfell have always been at war with one another. The Shadowfell itself draws the light from the world and removes color, removes the sun, removes life. Saladin preserves those such things, and will always combat the Shadowfell itself. Why do you ask, dear?
I very quickly look at Shion, like,
Say, hypothetically, we were to go to a place where there would be a lot of shadow. Do you have any advice for us? What we would do? How? Is it just prayer, or is there something more tangible that could help us?
Well, within our halls here, we are limited. Finding a divine and holy warrior of Saladin, a champion, per se, would certainly help you in these matters. We could merely offer holy water? Water blessed and divined upon by Saladin's gaze. It would have a radiant effect.
And I just look at Maeve like, well,
I mean, well, this holy water would have a radiant effect in what way? Defensive? Or...
No, dear, one touched by the darkness, when in contact with said holy water, would cause it to writhe in pain as the corruption would be burnt away. Maybe not entirely, but enough to at least harm it.
Oh,
Also, this water, if performed properly within a ritual, could in fact be used upon a blade of sorts.
I see.
Applied correctly.
And it stays?
For a time, yes.
I see. How much do you charge for this holy water?
For one vial of holy water, we charge 25 gold.
Oh,
It
I
is
see,
merely to feed those that are unable to feed themselves. More of a charitable donation.
okay. But I see this is a charitable donation, but how much are you willing to part with in one go?
How much would you require?
I think 5 vials to start out with.
5, maybe 10?
We have the money, no worries.
But yeah, we can pay. That's not the issue. We're going on
Well,
yeah.
You're not heading to the Everglade, are you?
What is the Everglade?
Deep within the Elenaston forests, where the Wall of Thorns is.
Maybe.
I thought as much when you mentioned it. Many of our warriors preserve that area to make sure it spreads no further.
Well, I think I'm going in to try and fight against it for personal reasons, and my friends may or may not aid me. As you can see, we're trying to prepare ourselves as well as we can.
That's truly a gift to have such courage.
It's
I
a
will
gift
say
to have
prayer
such
for
good
you.
friends.
I will say a prayer for you this evening and wish you well. Let me fetch as much holy water as I can carry. And she walks on out the back, and she comes out with 12 vials of holy water, and she places them before you. Would this suffice?
It's certainly as much as I'm comfortable carrying in a bag.
Very well. And that will be 300 gold.
300?
Yeah, 300
no
gold.
problem.
You don't have to take all 12, but that's what she's got.
Yeah, I'll just give her 300.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she gives you 12 vials of holy water, and just so you know, you can throw these, and you can throw up to 20 foot away, and when they shatter upon impact, if you hit the creature, obviously, it will deal 2d6 radiant damage. You can also apply them to a blade, but it takes 1 hour with a cleric or a paladin. And after they have performed the ritual upon them with Solodin's blessing, you can enchant basically a weapon to deal 2d6 radiant damage for the next hour. So it takes an hour to do it, but then for an hour, you have 2d6 radiant damage on top of your normal blade.
Okay,
Like coats it.
cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a question
Oh.
before we leave.
Yes, dear.
You said you were putting out a prayer for us.
Indeed.
I am just wondering, how would that help us?
Well, you see, hopefully my words will reach Solodin when he has time to receive them. And in turn, Solodin would be able to impart his blessings upon you.
Oh, right. Well, let's hope it works, shall we?
I'm sure it will. Bravery
you.
such as yours will not go unnoticed. And she walks over to a fire. She pulls a unlit candle. She places the candle within to light it. She places it down, and you start to see her begin a prayer.
Okay.
Guys, do you believe in this prayer thingy?
I've prayed myself. What are you talking about?
But did it
Not
help?
to Solodin.
But did it help?
I don't know, but you know what? At one time, I was in a temple, and next thing I know, I have a pink leaf in my hand, and it wasn't there before. And I'll try and fetch out of my pouch to show it to him, because I still have it.
Okay.
It's a little bit squashed.
Okay. But what did it bring you? Like, a leaf appears. And then
Hope.
what?
Hope and inner strength. Where's your hope and inner strength, Arcturus? Left in the plane where you came from?
No,
And you
it's...
hear, yeah! As Sox is like pointing towards Arcturus, but only Maeve understands it, I believe, because
Wait,
she doesn't
I
speak
do have
Sylvan.
an item
It still haven't heard.
that may or may not have understood that.
Do you have to activate it to
I
understand
have
it, though?
no idea because I've never used it before.
If I remember rightly, you do have to activate it to then understand what they're saying.
Okay, so I haven't heard
So
it.
you wouldn't. You would,
No,
you
But
just
no.
hear
you
a-
hear like,
hear a- yeah.
Oh, all right. No worries, mate. I was not trying to offend you. I was trying to understand all of this. This all seems a bit vague to me.
it's not, well, you know, it depends who you ask. Because if you ask me how to build a portal, that seems pretty fake to me too. So, each to their own.
Let's say fair point.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say yeah.
Where's Contessa when you need her?
Probably drinking wine with her father.
Cold Star wine. That was good wine.
We had some adventures over it. Maybe they sell it here. Should we try to go to the others or?
I imagine that her Maeve's bag just clunking of like veils and walking out.
Yeah, all you can hear is just like ting, 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 like every time you like move, just because it's glass
Yeah.
upon glass, just tinking against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. You guys leave, and as you do, we cut to the others. What are you going first? A blacksmith or a jeweler's? Oh no, you go to the market, aren't you? Because you don't know where
if we-
anything is.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, I am great at these. My shield gives me advantage too, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I
it's
am
not
clearly-
attunement, so yeah,
Oh, it's not attunement. Oh,
not
let's
attunement.
go.
So a 25.
25.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, you spot the exact same town crier as he's making the loop back round.
Hey, you.
Ah,
Hey,
if it
hey,
isn't
how
the
you doing?
dashing adventurers that
Ah.
recently entered town. Hello
Come on.
there.
You're
Hello,
dashing
good
yourself.
friend.
Hey, listen. So, me and my two companions here, we like to call ourselves the more productive team out of the two, because we split right now. But we're looking for the jeweler and the blacksmith. If you know where any one of each are at, that'd be really perfect.
Well, I could do you one better.
Okay.
They all happen to be within the artisan's ring.
Great. We would love to go there if you can take us.
Yes, I would require a tip.
How about this is for Maeve. I'll give you 5 gold. Is that enough?
I
Or you need
think
more?
that- I think that should, maybe a little, just a
A
little,
little more? How about 1 platinum?
Stop!
Oh,
Sure, 1
Well,
platinum. Sure,
what
take
is
it.
1 platinum piece, a little less than I normally charge, but yes, sounds great.
What's your charge to take us around
As
town?
we walk, can I whisper to Andros? He ripped you off, by the way.
I
One
don't
gold
know
probably
these
would
type of
have
people. I am from
sufficed.
a tribe, Erhard. You're supposed to know this.
He just starts walking along, like, very merrily. There's a skip in his step. Yeah, as you guys start walking along, and I'll say that you guys come up this way here, as he
Yeah.
says, and to the left we have the Elms, the upperclassmen's housing district, but ahead of us is where the true goal is in line. And as he starts going towards it, he says, here in front of you is the Hawthorne Museum. If you ever wish to understand the creativity and the building of Seychelles from its upbringings and uprisings until it is today, by all means, nope, okay, we
just
continue.
need the shop, please.
And he keeps going as he gets to here. He points to his right and he says, here it is, the crafted birch. This happens to be where all of the items are crafted for the artisan's ring, but not the artisan's ring itself. And he goes a little bit more.
Can I just tell him, are we going the direct route?
We are going the most direct route ever, and if you need a place to stay this evening,
We don't.
here is the Strawberry Stacks, quite a famous tavern for its strawberry pies. And this way up here, we have the Closing Ash. Did you know they have quite the performances on this evening? Tribute, in fact.
Sir, listen, I get it. You like showing us places, but I need the stores. Can you just
Oh.
take me to the stores?
Very well. And he literally, like, walks around this market bazaar. Here, the Artisan's Ring, as promised. I took you exactly where you wished.
Thank you.
Thank you for the purchase. And if you ever find yourselves in need of a little bit of help, name's Bumble.
Bumble. Great.
Bumble
Awesome.
Bridgewater. If you ever need me, do come and find me. I'm one of
Yep.
the town criers of this here fine establishment.
And you
Where
are.
you staying, by the way?
What?
Have you found a place yet?
We aren't telling you where we're staying. Thank you. Have a
Very
great
well,
day.
sir. Okay, not a problem. A little bit touchy on that one. And I can't believe you paid me a platinum. And he walks off. As, yeah, you're at the Artisan's Ring. Right, for the sake of brevity,
Yeah,
and to speed
yeah.
it up just a little bit. What is your objective here?
So, I will. What's
wanna sell
heavier,
the
the
stuff first?
diamonds or
No.
the hide? The hide. We'll
The
sell the
hide's
hide first,
way
just in
heavier.
case. Yeah, we'll sell the hide first.
Okay, they will offer you for the Drake hide 75 gold. And for the molten beast hide, 125 gold.
And the little other rabbit, I think the
A
other one?
squirrel pelt.
Yeah, the
they will
squirrel
offer
pelt.
you 7 copper.
200 gold? Does that sound good to you or hard? I don't know how much none of this costs.
200 gold and
You
7
know-
copper.
You know, we've gone a long way to acquire these things.
We almost
220.
Yeah. Can you do 220?
I will also point out that the hides that were carved were not from like skinning tools. It was from literally Maeve's scimitar,
yeah.
right? Which she, so like a long ass blade.
You know,
She kind of hacked into
I-
it.
200
I would
sounds...
argue that I pulled it off with my bare ragey hands.
Even
Yeah.
worse. Okay.
Yeah.
Even
Stop.
literally
Thank you,
worse.
mate.
200 sounds really good. You know,
200.
I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Or
You
hard,
throw it-
you really
throw
think
in
we're...
the,
Do
you
you
throw
really...
the squirrel pelt as a sweetener?
Sure. I'll throw it in. Or hard, do you think you can fight for a bigger price here? Like, look, this does not look properly taken off, okay? Even I would not buy this for any more than 200. And I'm the guy who works, who came from a
gotta tell
tribe that works
Maeve.
hide. I will tell Maeve, and Maeve's gonna have to deal with it. She'd set me off on this. I don't know why she would. She probably knows better.
Excuse me, mate.
Time.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'll do you a favor.
Okay.
We'll take all of this and we'll give you a quiver of arrows for free. We
A
see you've
quiver
got
of
some
arrows?
arrows on your back. Yeah.
Or hard. I can get a free quiver of arrows. Come on.
You wanna give me 2 bolts? I have a
For a
quiver.
crossbow?
No, bolts. Yeah, just bolts.
Yeah, crossbow bolts.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Fill up my quiver.
Sure. We'll fill up your quiver and we'll give you 20 arrows for your quiver and we'll give you 2 bolts on top of that. Sure. There you go.
Sure.
Well,
Yeah,
Great
I'll do that.
deal.
Hey,
Thank you.
cheers. And yeah, they take the hides, the pelt. Yeah. And yeah, you head over to the jewelers.
Yeah.
And to break the diamond down into 3
Yeah.
to make them, because how big was that? Was it a 300 gold diamond?
It was 1,000.
1,000, and you want to turn it into
3.
300 golds.
Yeah, I think I was told
373?
before that we might lose about 100, maybe give or
You'll
take.
lose value, yeah.
Yeah, depends how professionally it's done.
Okay. They will offer to do it. It will take a day. So if they start now, it will be ready by tomorrow evening. And they'll charge you 30 gold.
If
We pull our hearts
if we give you more, can you do it fast?
Sure, how fast you want it?
Well,
What if
maybe
We can
midday
work
tomorrow?
through the night and we can get it done by midday, about 12.
midday?
Mhm.
How much extra would you want?
Well, I've got to pay the staff, extra bonus for overnight. 50 gold total?
50? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take the 50 out of Maeve's hide that I just sold, and I'll plump it down on the
Yeah,
table.
And you give them the larger diamond to cut down. They do
Yeah.
inform you that it will cut down the value of the diamonds a bit. Because they're also doing it at a faster pace, you're
Yeah.
definitely losing 100 golds worth from it. So you'll have 300 diamonds.
I
do a
hope that's
good
what
job.
Maeve wanted. She didn't
Yeah.
tell me what she wants to
Yeah,
lose out of it.
that's what you want, because
Yeah.
because they're having to speed up the process.
Yeah.
It will. And then are all of you meeting at the tavern, or where are you meeting?
I'm gonna start heading towards the tavern, the only tavern that we were told of, and the
Okay.
one I said we should all meet at. So me and Erhard's gonna go all
so
the way across the
gang-
city.
Gang 1, where are you heading? The temple gang, because I heard someone say let's meet up with the others.
I
So where are you heading?
assume either the jewelry or the juniper. But I
Okay.
don't know. But
I thought so.
Yeah, the juniper.
Okay. I just need to check one thing on your way back. Yes. Erhard and Andros. As you head the way that you came here, you walk past the closing ash. And as you do, you see a crowd of people stood outside. There must be 40, 50, even 100 people here stood outside of the closing ash. They all appear to be young adults, people in their late teens to young adult life. And they're all screaming out, holding papers up, t-shirts, and all sorts like clothing. And you see, stood on the steps of the closing ash, a purple-skinned tiefling with jet black hair, wearing fancy purple, golden, and red robes. And as he stands there with a lute slung around his back, addressing this crowd of people, you see beside him a chimpanzee stood bolt upright with a waistcoat and a bow tie on. And as you just mind your own business, but keep an eye on what's going on, you hear from him, "Ah, yes. Eamon is I, and you're all here for tribute this evening. I do hope that you all have a wonderful time, my dears, my friends." And as he says this and is addressing his fans, you just hear from the crowd, "Yeah, but what have you got to say about that book? Eamon and I, My Affair with a Bard? What have you got to say about that? She wrote that in honesty." I deny all claims to that book. Nothing in that book happened. Nothing, I tell you. This was a delusional woman that thought that there was something between us, which there was not. Security! Security! And he like walks on into the theater as you see the chimpanzee walk up to the reporter type person who's shouting these claims out, and you hear from the chimpanzee, "I beg your pardon, sir. I will have to make sure that you leave this place." And but I must know about the book if it's real. Eamon has asked you once, so sir, would you please mind escorting yourself away from the premises? We have many adoring fans here. And the reporter pushes back, and the monkey, the chimpanzee, walks up the stairs. "Please do be patient, as tribute seats are fully booked for this evening. But once we have made preparations, we'll be open in the next 30 minutes. And he bows, and then he walks through, and you see a fully grown chimpanzee walk through the door behind him.
It's a talking chimpanzee. Where did that come from?
I don't know, Andros, but
It's kind of like that story. You ever hear the story about the magic, like the magic rug, and these people were able to like, ride it or whatnot, and there's that little monkey that's with the dude, like the main person in the book, and it's a song filled book, and it's really good. It's about opening your eyes to a new place, like a new plane, as one would probably say.
you wanna tell me this is the most fascinating creature you've ever seen?
No, but it's a talking chimpanzee. That's so cool. That's like the book. It's like
Have you
the
looked
book
at this
itself
up
is
and
coming
then-
alive. I
Have
could
you
sing the song with this chimpanzee, and it would make sense.
I have no words, Andros. But
Yeah. Let's just
as
head
long
back.
as it entertains
Sorry.
you.
It was a tale my mother told me when I was growing up. Like it was a book she read me growing up as a kid.
And as you guys start heading back towards the tavern, all of you, just to double check, which tavern are you staying in?
The Juniper.
Juniper.
Right,
Juniper.
Number
Okay.
18.
Yeah, you walk on into the Juniper, and as you do, all of you see that it's a very pretty but very standard tavern. There is your typical wooden tables, chairs, stonework, pillars, a bar, and a small area, very small area for a stage, so people could play music if they wished. Stairs that go up to a variety of rooms, about 12 rooms in total. But as you all walk in, and I'll say that Temple Group arrive first, as the three of you walk in with your companions not too far behind you. You smell the aromas of freshly cooked meals, and you see some laughter being had as Maeve. Can you roll me a perception check, please?
Hey,
Perfect.
18.
As you see before you a young looking, slender, elven woman who has just dropped her tankard as she is staring towards the front door. As Maeve, you see a woman that looks almost identical to you. And that is where we'll end tonight's session. So, yeah, we'll be back next week with some more, as maybe Maeve's mother or doppelganger Maeve is stood in front of her.
Not even Judah!
Round 2, fight! Yeah, so yeah, we'll pick back up next week where, yeah, maybe, you know, Maeve's mumsy is in the picture and in Seychelles for reasons. So, we're going to go around the room real quick. Tell us where you can find us. Tim, take it away.
Guys, you can find me here on this channel, Natural Havoc, on Twitch and on YouTube, where we can certainly say that not a certain baddie or whole monster is the most badass enemy of the group. No, it's shopkeepers and innkeepers who claim our money. But it's fun. Shopping spree with the girls and the guys. So if you want to see more, join us on Natural Havoc here on Twitch or on YouTube if you watch in the future. I am Tim. You can see me next week.
Awesome. And Eagle, take it away.
Am I? Hello? Okay.
I think you were peeking. You were peeking.
Peeking. Hello, everybody. I'm Eagle. You can find me on mostly YouTube nowadays, where I do a trio hardcore Soul Link with a friend. Maybe someone in this channel with me and someone else who was in chat recently. But yeah, you can find me over there. We do a lot of fun things. We're having a lot of fun with that. New episode dropping this Sunday. Also, make sure you follow the socials, where you can follow us on the Twitter, where I will hopefully, there should be a post about this stream today. If you want to go get a like and share that, that'd be really, really cool. There's also a YouTube where you can find all the past previous sessions and the one-shots. You can also join the Discord, where again, you can come and say, wow, Eagle, you look really nice today. Or, hey, Erhard, or Zeb, you have a really nice, the mustache, the beard looking really good. And yeah, you can go over there and give us some compliments, or even talk to us about your favorite things going on in the D&D world so far. And you can also go on the Instagram, where Smitty owns that, and you could, maybe Smitty will post some stuff on the Instagram. Yeah, and then, yeah, that's it. Take it away.
Did someone cut him?
Tim, when Eagle said Smitty then, you look like you just jumped on your skin. I'm gonna rewatch this back and
No,
clip
I have to
that.
do. I was like, huh?
Because he went Smitty and you went like it genuinely scared you. That was brilliant.
Nice.
Drama!
Hello, Eagle. We have Smitty taken away.
I feel like I've traumatized Octurus a little bit by screaming at him earlier.
Something like that.
I'm Smitty. You can find me every Friday here playing as a Maeve. But also, as you can see, my background has changed, so I finally moved my setup, which is what we've been waiting for. And I'm hopeful that this coming week I can do something along the lines of streaming. Day yet to be confirmed, but it would be really exciting to get back to it, because I think it's been nearly a month now. So yeah, that.
Damn. Okay, and to the other side of the screen we have Zeb. Take it away, or Erhard. Which one are you? Let us know.
I guess tonight I will be Agent Zeb for now. Yeah, I'm totally aware. So, yes, I stream over on Twitch. On my channel, I do a lot of variety content, a lot of indie roleplay strategy. Might try out some new titles. There was some interesting stuff on the Humble Choice lately. So yeah, might get some new things but also retro-looking things. I like those. So come check it out.
Awesome. And above Zeb, we have Lion. Where can we find you? Tell us.
Here on the Natural Havoc channel, where I play Shion. And if you, watching right now, are curious as to how many Disney references Ondros can plop in one episode, be sure to tune in next week.
Wait, how many was it? I want to know.
I think it was just one for now, but I think
Oh,
he's
one
on,
this, right.
he's onto something now.
Awesome. And, yeah, if you want to, see a whole new world, then you can hang out with us because we have a homebrew world that can't be found anywhere else apart from on this screen right here on YouTube. So yeah, I'm Onion. I do oniony and soupy things wherever I go. Currently on YouTube and here. So yeah, I do some stuff on YouTube with this melon. Wait, he's this? No, this side of
Melon.
No, yeah, this side. Oh my lord. Myself, pardon you. Myself, the Eagle Outlaw, or Eagle Zero Outlaw, and Paddy Max, we do a little trio on YouTube where we do some Soul Link stuff, which is a lot of fun, like Eagle said earlier. So, yeah, that's where you can find me. If not, right here, or just speak to me on Discord, because I'm usually about. But yeah, cool. Right. Who are we raiding today, folks?
It's our good friends, our new friends from Very Good. Goody, very goody. Yeah, it's a bit.
You sure?
Yeah, well, it's a bit in my English pronunciation, but I think that's how you pronounce it.
I would pronounce it as very good.
Very good.
Are they English?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they're doing Tal'Dorei 5e campaign, Buddies Bonds session 12. There's 12 sessions in, so.
Well, if you like Critical Role, t-shirt, Tal'Dorei is their campaign setting. So they're doing a campaign set within the Critical Role universe. Also, don't look at Twitter for Critical Role spoilers like I did, because I saw something huge. But it's really crazy at the minute, so go and watch it. Yeah, cool. Right. Awesome. Well, we're going to wrap up here today, folks. Thank you very much for watching us in the future, right now, in the past. Don't know how you're doing that, but you are. Yeah, we're going to go right out. Take care. Much love, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.